All right. Can you hear me? Perfect.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Good music, right?
Yeah, it's very chill.
Yeah.
Makes me wish I was like on a balcony, 4th floor, with a nice view and a cigarette. It's like 70 degrees. Kind of have just like this, like maybe a second layer, not even a sweater. Just
Yeah. And who you with on that balcony?
my thoughts.
Like your mind thoughts or like your thoughts like prostitutes?
Nah, my mind thoughts.
Oh. That's nice.
It's kind of the feeling of everything's okay when it's not, but you trick yourself.
I think you'd feel the same way with thoughts. THOTS. That was great. Right?
That was great.
Such a great note to end on. Yeah. Thoughts? Well, all right. This is the Mickey G Show Channel podcast with yours truly. Oh, let me lower that down. With yours truly. I don't know. How do you want me to introduce you? What's it?
It's up to you.
Alex Zella. The Zells. Martinez.
Ooh, applause.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for applauding Alex.
Thanks, live audience.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I don't know if that's going to screw with the audio really because I don't know why the sound pad's been messing with the audio
Makes it
recently.
choppy. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. I'm trying to. I thought it was one thing. You know, you learn. So many different things that were wrong that we eventually figure out. So hopefully, I don't know. Well, if you're watching the stream, be sure to comment and join in on the conversation. That way we can get your chat on the screen and get you involved. Alex likes laughing at the comments.
I do. I pay close attention to the comments, and I converse with the comments, and I'm also listening to the conversation, mind you. I'm multitasking.
Yeah, the last time we had a stream, he never once missed a comment, which is great. That's something I really need to start doing more.
Comments, but be funny. If you're not funny, I don't want to read it.
There you go. What have you been up to, Alex?
Actually had the last 2 days off. Was doing some schoolwork. First, Jacob and Abby. See, there we go. Shout out to you for being first. That's awesome. That's a great achievement.
Oh, yeah, that's true. There you go.
I was doing some schoolwork.
That's freaking boring, dude. Oh, wait.
That's pretty much it. Trying to get my future better.
That sucks ass. What are you going to school for?
Digital media design.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
At TSDC?
Yeah, TSTC. It's online.
Dude, that's what Priscilla got her degree in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
that's how she got a job with the news station.
Oh, that's cool. Does she have like her associates or like the bachelor?
Yeah, I think it's an associate's. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What does she do?
Well, now, when she got her degree, she used it towards getting working with the TV station, and
sick.
she enjoyed it. But it was just, dude, like any type of like media stuff or like especially news stations, the schedule just sucks, man. Like,
I can imagine. Yeah.
it's mostly pretty much the news. Like you're either working really early or really late. And so that's really what it came down to. Even when she had like a regular schedule, like her main newscast was the main newscast, which was the evening news, which was 6 o'clock. So you have to get there before 6 o'clock. And then by the time you're out, it's already late, like 11 o'clock, something like that. So, the news station is a different ballgame. It's not,
it's yes, I agree. I can see it from the outside.
Yeah. Or I don't know. What are you looking to do with it? What are you looking to pursue with it?
I really enjoy freelancing, like independently doing video work. Mm-hmm. I've done like music videos and stuff like that. So stuff like that, just if I can capture, like I would really like to do stuff for like businesses,
Yeah.
like creatives.
Yeah.
Kind of put them out there, like not really make me the brand, but just use my skills to be like, hey, this is the local talent, or this is the local like
Business.
Yeah, something creative in that way. I think that would be cool.
You could do that right now. Why don't you?
I can do that right now. I think I just want better. I'm trying to get better gear.
Oh, okay.
And then with this extra skill, I like the stuff that I'm learning. Like there's different stuff to the Adobe suite that it teaches you, and I think it's adding to my arsenal of skills that I already have.
Yeah.
I just want to polish everything. I think I tend to do like it's not the perfect time yet, even though I know I can just do it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Hey, what's up? Real deep music from Pittsburgh. Hey, buddy. Boy, hello.
Hell yeah.
From Pittsburgh. Yeah, we're chilling here in Pittsburgh today as well. Shouts out to you. It's an inside joke between me and this person.
Wow, that's great, Alex. Way to involve everybody on your all's inside joke.
You're welcome. 2 viewers.
All right. Well, no, do you know, and I don't even think that's not one of our ancestral tenets, but it really should be one of our ancestral tenets, because that's like when I first started the channel, that was one of the videos I put out, how to graduate debt-free and fast. And yeah, it's because I have like really strong views about like the education system, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And so my biggest thing is, and do you know what? One of our ancestral tenets that we hold true to on this podcast is that financial freedom is possible. Hold on. Yes, because financial freedom is possible. You do not have to live as a slave to somebody else. You can be financially independent, and you can live with peace in your heart, knowing that you don't work for anybody else. You don't owe anything to anybody else, and that you are fully prepared for anything that comes into the future.
Capitalism, baby.
As well as you can be.
Capitalism, baby.
There you go.
You got to play the game.
Yeah.
If you want to live here, it's really it comes down to that. If you want to live here and be financially free, you got to play that game.
I don't know. What do you even mean by the game?
The game of capitalistic tendencies.
Here, this is where we differ. Okay, what do you mean? Like, what's the game?
It's up for grabs, man. The financial freedom is up for grabs. It is there. I agree with you.
All right, there's I don't know. Maybe that's JB.
I think that's JB.
Can you get that, please? That's definitely JB.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Can you get? Yeah.
No,
I can't. I can just take off. What's your problem?
I'm coming back to my point.
All right. No. We will get back to that point. All right, sorry. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, do you know what this is gonna? Not only do we have, okay, so it's just me, and obviously there's somebody missing, and JB's running late. He is gonna be a part of the stream. Actually, he just got here, and that's who Alex was stepping out to get, and so yeah, no problem, JB, take your time. But yeah, so JB is going to be a part of the stream, and later on we're actually going to bring Ed to the stream, so that'll be great as well. Give it up for Ed.
Don't want to give him an applause. He's not even here yet.
All right, that was a little lackluster, but
he missed his last podcast.
But thank you for the pod. Thank you for the laugh, for the clap, regardless. All right, one more for Ed. All right, now give it up for Alex.
Yeah. Oh,
wow.
They're standing up. Oh, shit. They're showing me their tits.
Sit down.
And it's all a male audience.
All right. But, hey, can you close the door, actually, please? I forgot to close it. My bad.
He said Luis. Luis pops up. Hey,
can you close the door, Luis?
Hey, can you? Yeah, Luis is in the bedroom.
Hey, Luis, could you please close the door? And give it up for JB, the God Killer.
Oh, shit, the God Killer.
On time, what I said? On time.
No, yeah, that was great. I thought you'd be here way later.
I was speeding.
All right, give it up.
What's up, Alex? What's up?
Yeah, but okay, where did we leave off?
God
What
Killer,
were you complaining about capitalism?
I'm not complaining about capitalism or capitalists.
Oh, you have to play the game.
It's not complaining. I'm saying the truth.
Well, what's the truth, Alex? Educate us.
So you're saying,
I gotta buy
finding
sports
financial
cards.
freedom, right?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
yeah.
Financial freedom is possible in this country
Yes.
if
Oh, is
you
that what
play
you're
the
talking about?
game.
Yeah, we're talking about our ancestral tenant. Financial freedom is possible.
You have to understand that you have to sacrifice a lot of things to become financially free.
yeah.
It takes a lot of work
Yeah.
and energy to play by the rules of capitalism,
Yeah, but-
in which
There's a lot of things that people aren't willing to do.
exactly there's a lot of things people aren't willing. That's the thing. People complain about being financially stagnant, so they succumb to being a cog within a corporate jungle with a company they work
They're
for,
slaves
and
to
then
somebody.
they're slaves to somebody else. But they also don't want to do the work that it takes to become financially free,
Yeah.
which is it's capitalistic in nature. Which I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that is the thing you have to do in this
Yeah.
country.
Well, think about it. If you lived in a
Those are good.
And I'm not complaining.
No,
I'm not
look,
complaining. I'm not on a negative side. I'm
Yeah.
saying this. I know that this is the nature of it.
Look, I agree with you, but I think that's the case regardless. If you live in the jungle, it's the same thing, right?
Like Mickey's saying, like you're either affected by it whether you like it or not.
No,
Like,
I'm saying all
What, survival?
No, I'm saying what I mean by jungle is like
which jungle?
like to
Which jungle? The concrete jungle.
what I'm trying to say is like you can thrive. Like you can have a stable home. You can have a stable income. Unless you're in the jungle, then I guess your income would be, I don't know, like rabbit pelts or something.
Bananas?
I don't know.
It depends which jungle.
I don't know, but look, what I'm
The
trying
Congo.
what I'm trying to say is like I don't want to get too philosophical about it or whatever, but like since we live like in an organized like society, like there's there's currency and so that's that's typically what people see as their financial their what outlines their financial, how do you say it, like life, whatever.
Wealth.
Yeah, that's how their wealth is measured by actual wealth and stuff. And all I'm trying to say is that you can typically people live paycheck to paycheck, and they live in debt, and they live out of fear that if an emergency comes up, they're not going to be prepared.
But
And
why?
Yeah, and
And
it's
so
also
all-
a lack of lifestyle as well,
Yeah,
because
all-
your life is just work. That's what your life is. So
Yeah.
that brings on.
But you would think if
Yeah.
you'd work so much, you'd have so much money.
Look, look, hold on, we're sidetracked.
the
Look,
system fails you.
hold on, we're sidetracked. Look, because here's the thing. That's what I meant about the jungle thing. It's like you have to work regardless. If anything, you have to work like 100 times harder if you live in the jungle. You know what I mean? Like if you don't work, you're gonna die.
You know what,
No,
Mickey?
no,
Mickey?
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
You know,
I like
you
that.
start to bring there's a difference, because you start to bring the stream of consciousness into adapting to what being born in a jungle for survival, what that means in your psyche, because it's a different mindset.
Yeah.
Yes, you might be working it, but I don't think you'll have the same thought of like, oh, I want to stop collecting this fucking fox fur. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's the same thought process.
Yeah.
I think that is its own thing. And
Yeah.
then
No.
People that collect
I'm,
fox fur don't even give a fuck that they're collecting.
Look,
they're like, fuck, this is a nice goat.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm only applying it to the work part because you're saying like like there's people have to like consistently work and there's stuff. I'm only saying like in regards to working, like in an organized society, it's actually a lot less work than you would like if you were out there in the in the jungle. But
It's just a different type of work. in the
Let me
jungle.
just define what I mean by financial freedom is that in an organized society, you're not in debt to anybody. You're prepared if an emergency comes up, and you're not living paycheck to paycheck. That's what I mean by being financially free, and that's possible. That's possible for everybody. And it just it
And you
takes.
break down further, and what does that mean? That just means, okay, you have X amount of dollars in your bank account. You might have a savings. I don't know if you believe
You have
in
insurance.
that. If you believe in insurance too, but then there's people that don't. Those are the people they'll put their money in objects, right? Okay, and that's the other side of, okay, is that person really wealthy? They have all these cars, they have all these clothes, they have all these houses. Now, if they own them directly,
Well, they have to insure their houses and cars if they have houses and
right,
cars.
and all that costs money, right?
They
Not
don't
only
believe in
did you
insurance.
pay for the car, you're paying for the insurance, you're paying for the upkeep, you're paying for the gas, you're paying for all that. You know what I mean? And So like somebody that kind of throws their money at that essentially doesn't really have fiat, like actual money, like actual, you know what? Like, oh, if you had 400K, boom, cash right coming right out of your pocket. But because you saved it, you know, for so many years, you know, there's living within your means. There's living on a budget.
Wait, where are you going with this? What are you trying to say?
That's, to me, that's kind of like what financial freedom is. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like,
that if something comes up, you have money to throw at it.
yeah, like, you know what? I have 100 or I have 50K, even 50K right now. If you just had $50,000 sitting in your bank, that was just sitting there, you know,
Yeah.
that'd be
No,
okay.
That's a big reach, because if you really think about, I think we're all in the 1% in the world. The 1%, as far as like financial income, is making $35,000 a year in the world.
Yep.
And yet we're on this.
You're still working 2 jobs, right?
Yeah, and yet we feel the stress. We feel
Yeah.
and yet we're in the 1% in the world.
Yeah.
If you really look at it that way, that's a big reach. 50,000, just sitting $50,000 in your bank
Look,
account. That's
dude,
a big reach.
For a lot of
actually,
people,
like,
for a lot of
fantastical.
people, that's like, oh, dude, like that's
life-changing money.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
But that's just a habit. You know what I mean? Like, you live within your means. You pay your bills. You live like sort of like minimal, not minimalist, but almost in the minimal way. You know, like you have an okay car. You don't go and you don't splurge your money. You have, you know what I mean? Like, saving can also mean just taking the cash, putting it in a sock, stashing it underneath your bed or whatever, you know, like just having cash to be like, you know what? Like Mickey says, fucking my stove went out, you know. Oh, well, now you have to go and pull out a loan to kind of buy
That's
another
what
one.
people do. If you don't have any extra, or I'm sorry.
No,
continue.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like, instead of being like, you know what, I have that money sitting just underneath my bed, chilling there. Then at that point, it's, you know what, it's not really stressful. But if a person sort of has that habit, in my mind, wouldn't just have, you know, just 40. They'd probably have more, you know. And then there's other people too that buy stocks, you know. There's just like different things that you can do. Like, I don't know. There's bonds. My dad got into like he wanted to give me money to buy a bond. Like, it's like you buy a government piece of paper, and then like in 3 years you make like maybe 3% or 5% on like, I don't know, 5K, 10K. But it's money you can't touch. But in 3 years, then you can either do it again or they'll give it back to you or whatever. I don't know how it works. They probably don't even give it back.
Have you heard of Dave Ramsey? JB and I are kind of into Dave Ramsey, but I'm actually hosting a financial peace class. If you're interested, we'll probably do it again. But like, that's the thing, is to where they did a survey, the largest survey ever done. And they surveyed, I forgot how much it was, like over hundreds of millionaires. The largest survey done of people that are millionaires. And, all right, give it up.
Hey.
And so they were trying to see what is the common thing that is shared by all millionaires of how they made their wealth. And it's simple stuff, dude. It really is simple stuff. And that's why, like, people do feel hopeless. They do feel like, you know, it's impossible. It's impossible to live that way. And so, and it's just making simple. And so he has the baby steps, right? Like, one step at a time. This is how you become financially free. And this is how you become financially independent. And if you take those steps, and like so long story short, the majority of millionaires have made their money, have become millionaires, not made their money. They make their money through their income, but they become millionaires through their employer provided.
They're usually
401k.
business owners.
No, they're not. No, a small percentage of them are business owners. You're just making this up.
Generational wealth.
I read this old,
Okay,
I read this old
actually,
book.
no. I take it back. Less than. How much was? Let me look this up, actually, because that's
It's
why
probably
a lot of
different
people
now, but-
believe that. You would believe that the majority of millionaires is generational wealth.
I wouldn't say
Absolutely
majority,
not.
but
Look it up.
The overwhelming majority of millionaires is by their employer provided 401k, a simple retirement plan. The 401k isn't even like the best retirement plan you can get.
How many companies out there though? Like,
Dude, oh my God. Look.
I have a 401k.
Exactly. Dude, look, if you
Bands.
look, Alex, if you were to put
they match you. Or what?
how old are you, Alex?
28.
Okay, you're 28. If you put 15% of your of your income every month into your into your retirement fund, by the time you retire, you will be a millionaire. That's it. Said and done.
Well, if
Said and done.
Is Alex
Over
gonna
and
work at
with.
Vans his whole
Over
life?
with. You're a millionaire. Start now.
Yeah, that's that.
Start now.
that's the other, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
No, yes.
That's one thing too. You can transfer, but it's kind of complicated. Whatever. But that's the point I'm trying to make. It's not difficult unless the only thing that would keep you from being able to do that, because you can transfer to other employers. You can, there's things that you can do. The only thing that would keep you from being able to do that is that 15% is so crucial to you. Why? Because you're paying like 15% of your income is already going to car payments. It's already going to credit card payments. It's already going to all this stuff.
Who knows what health issues might arise?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
And
you're having money for that too.
Yes, it's
you know,
you
like-
can say
Yeah.
the plan is laid out, right? But it's
Yeah.
Then there's life. Then
Yeah.
there's the actuality of
Exactly. And so part of the financial piece, like, thing and stuff like it's, you can't stop everything, right? But it's
You can
being
be prepared, though,
It's
for
being prepared for stuff like it's not only having a good offense,
Why
like,
wouldn't you want to be prepared?
it's not only having a good offense, like building up your income, getting a good savings, getting out of debt, but it's also having a good defense, getting insurance with your employer, and also saving up a fully funded emergency fund, not just a regular,
besides
I
next to the
I have
401k, another like
Yeah, no, yeah. An emergency fund is like it's like your own form of insurance. Like it's not meant to like invest. Investing is your 401k.
It's different.
Is your retirement. It's
That's
something that
different.
yeah.
Yeah, you have that. Say, call it a cookie jar, right? Then you have another cookie jar where it's like, in case of emergency, break glass. Then that's one. Then you can even make another one for like, just for stupid shit. Like, hey, I'm just gonna save up money and spend it on whatever the fuck I want. Like,
Yeah, it's just the idea that it's the mindset that like where you're not. There's so many fucking factors at play. You're a product of your environment. You learn from what you've seen or what lack thereof. You didn't have a figure in your life that's financially stable, and these people tend to fall into a cyclical nature where
Exactly.
the bad spending habits or the ideology that
going out,
physical objects will bring you the happiness and the financial freedom. When
even
it's
just going out, spending money at bars.
Yeah,
like,
man, it's
exactly.
eating at restaurants. Like, what else?
That is the number one thing I had to learn is that it's a culture that we had to break out of. And so like who was I telling? Was I telling Julio last time I was here that like the biggest difference maker in our entire family that got us like from one step in poverty to like out of poverty was that my mom went to school in STEM.
Oh, that's right.
My mom went to school in STEM, graduated.
You got a nurse, right?
Yeah, well, an LVN. She didn't even become a nurse. She became an LVN. And then it was like it almost clicked in our heads like, oh, you go to school, you sacrifice some
she was like, you should do it. Just go get a certificate, then you make more money.
You go to school, you get a degree in STEM, and you make more money. Like you're doing the same thing you're doing before. You're clocking in to work, you're clocking out, except you're given more money. And it was almost like it clicked in our family, like, oh wow, that's how we make more money. And so my nieces are all going for like the same thing. They're going for the LVN, and then they're going to go for the RN. And with me, I started going to school for computers and stuff. And we were talking about school earlier. And so like just like
school.
And just like that, like it was like, wow, we're kind of out of poverty. You know what I mean? Like we used to, work, minimum wage jobs and stuff like that. And it sucks, dude. Like I know it sucks.
I'm gonna probably start taking night classes, honestly,
We've been talking about
for
this.
CNC machining.
All right, let me.
CCC?
Yeah.
All right, let me show you this study.
Bro, but you already know so much. Honestly,
I don't have the certificate.
All right, so look.
It's not gonna do shit.
Hey, hold on, no side
It's
comment.
not,
have a
but
certificate.
it's like a gun, you know. Better to have it, not need it, than have it.
But is that to make money through your dad's company or to leave somewhere and try to make more money? Because with the experience you
Both.
have, you can already like
Both.
the certificate isn't shit, man. Because they're gonna
Both.
start you off like with manual fucking. Because I went through the
I'm
same
only
course.
there at the shop for personal reasons. Like that's the only reason. It's
JB, listen to Alex.
I know.
He's telling.
I already
Go make
went
more
through
money.
that fucking process, and they didn't give a. Where I
Nah.
first went to work, they didn't give a fuck. about
Yeah,
the
because he was
certificate.
working up like in almost by Dallas, right? Or where was it?
Yeah, it was like south of that Oklahoma border. just
Tell him
super
about
low
it.
tech.
Tell him like you tell him about the machines. They're like huge ass machines.
Yeah, we worked on massive CNC machines.
Yeah, think
But he's like,
Listen
yeah, let
to
me
his
fucking
story,
get rid of it. Let me
Mickey.
not.
No, I'm trying to keep up with the camera.
No, what I'm
movements.
saying is you can already get that job that pays more with the experience you have. If anything,
But
you're wherever you want, dude. Go to Toyotetsu in San Antonio.
Dude, I've thought about going to Austin.
I
JB,
interviewed-
don't go anywhere.
I interviewed in San Antonio where they build the Tacoma and the Tundra, the fucking machine
Dude,
factory.
we do. I can't say their name. I don't think I can say their name, but there is a little plant out there that does like things for like seatbelts. Like we help do punches for them.
Go to Toyotetsu, bro. You can get in now with what you already have, your experience. If you're looking for more money, because it's a bigger city. But if you're looking to, if you're trying to make more money within the CNC fabrication world in the Valley, it's not going to happen.
Nah.
I've worked 3 different machining jobs here in the Valley, and they've all paid $10 an hour.
Honestly,
and they're still
though,
paying that 5 years later.
It's like a crawl. It's crawling back because my dad just went and spoke at a conference for CNC and manufacturing of like America, but like for the Valley region. So there was a lot of people that were there from like different companies, like, different representations. Like something's going on. Like they're all coming together.
There's a movement.
Well, honestly, like I look at SpaceX, like
that's what I say. Unless you go to SpaceX, but that's a multi-million-dollar industry.
Something's going on. Like
it's not like Pentair where they make valves.
Yeah,
But
still, like
that's not gonna.
For Pentair, I do the fucking. They're like little cutters because they put them on lathes, right? So they're valves, and so I make the shapes for those fucking cutters.
I worked at Pentair on a fucking CNC lathe.
That's badass.
But it sucked.
It sucked. You didn't like it?
Horrible
What
pay.
was it? What was the experience like?
Wait, look, nobody here knows about manufacturing,
I'm
okay?
just curious. Like,
We're in the fucking trenches, Mickey.
Yeah, I
We're in
know.
the trenches, bro.
Mickey's the only one. Like Alex is probably the only one that can understand. Like
If I were to-
Somewhat.
Okay,
I wasn't
okay,
even in the industry
look,
long enough.
look,
but
I'm happy-
I know what you're talking
you know what
about.
I'm talking
Look,
about.
I'm happy for you guys. If I were to talk about like,
Fuck you, Mickey.
DAX formulas or like Power BI, nobody would give a shit. So
You're
like,
talking about Jesus.
leave it for
Fuck
you.
dead bet on Jesus and shit. Talk about some fucking fabric.
You're my dog. Dude, I had to
60-hour weeks, bro.
That's it. That is it. No.
Look at my hands, ass, dude.
I'm gonna play that sound effect now.
Which one? Oh, the dogs. Yeah.
You don't get these hands from praying, ladies and gentlemen.
Mentions them every time.
God, I want to be financially free.
He does this first, and then he does this. Just kidding.
Yeah,
even the truth of the
Will set me
of
free.
being financially free will bring you towards Christ. That I could guarantee. All right.
Amen.
All right, look. All right, so this is the study they did with the largest survey of millionaires. Over 10,000 millionaires were surveyed. 8 out of 10 millionaires, 80% of them invested in their company's 401k plan.
Out of 10.
8 out of 10. That's 80%. Do you understand what they're saying?
I was like thinking so. No, I was thinking 8 out of 10,000.
10,000. I was like, Mickey, that's only 8 of them.
There's too many numbers up there, bro.
Yeah. The top 5 careers of millionaires included engineer, accountant,
There you
teacher,
go.
management, and attorney.
Yeah.
Look at that. Do you know?
Those are a lot of long-standing careers, though.
Do you know? But okay, yeah, consistency, yes. But look, well, not even.
Yeah.
Not even like
Yeah.
accountants.
Yeah, for like a company, like a big
Accountants,
company,
managers. No, they move.
or make more money when they
they-
move. They're doing the same thing though.
They couldn't look. The whole purpose of putting those job roles out there is to show that it's across all.
Teacher.
It's across all fields.
How
It's not
many
exclusive
millionaire
to
teachers
just.
we
the-
have in the valley?
It's not exclusive to just. It's not exclusive to just the STEM fields. It's not exclusive to just this field. It's like you can do it. It just takes responsible decisions.
And it also, I will say, just from this, I can't see right what all the different routes they are, but I will say that it takes time, and I think we're influenced by certain young, rich-looking aesthetics of people who have already garnered so much wealth at a young age.
Exactly.
But that's so minimal as far as like the grand scheme of how many people actually have financial stability.
Those are the people that inherited their money.
Maybe so, right? I can't tell that it's all of them, but it does take time because as I've grown through my 20s, I'm making more money now than I ever have. And the possibility for the prospect of landing a job of management is I just applied for a job, not to throw it all out there, but I applied for a job, which I interviewed for already, where I'd be making $55K a year.
Nice.
There's a possibility there.
And just like that.
I'm interviewing for things like that, and it's because I've already spent time with a company to learn the skills, to build up. It takes time. Like, it just fucking takes time like anything else.
You just have to make that decision.
Some people just strike earlier than others. There's just different paths.
And people get lucky, honestly.
Yeah, it's really timing, and who knows?
Look, there's millions of people in America, and so like, yeah, there's people who like strike, strike gold, and so like people use that as an example. Well, I could do it too. You know what I mean? The majority of people who reach financial freedom, they do it through. And actually, we just had our this past Tuesday, we just had our course on building wealth. And what was the main theme of it was the tortoise and the hare. It's always it's the tortoise that wins. It's just that slow consistency. And that's what it comes down to, dude. Like, we just have to be,
You almost said it and forget it.
Yeah, and that's why, and people that want to be rich right away, people that want to strike gold right away,
Quick buck. Yep.
they throw all their money away.
Yeah, no, it burns, and then you burn out. Because imagine me who was not used to having such a grand fucking life of financial, being able to just afford whatever I wanted, right? You burn out quickly. Like that, it's just like a fucking star waiting to implode on itself. And you're just fucking feeding and feeding and feeding. So you have so much money.
It's like a black
not,
hole.
It's not sustainable. Yeah, it's just not sustainable. So he's right. Like, it is the tortoise that always wins the race.
Yeah, and that's like that's what I'm trying to make is that like they've done the work. They know exactly what it takes to and it's simple stuff, dude. It's just simple, consistent habits. And like what's thrown me most into poverty is trying to be something I'm not. Is trying to live like I'm rich when I'm not rich. You know what I mean?
How?
Yes.
Well, like spending money you don't have, putting stuff on credit card. If you put something on a credit card, you can't afford it.
I thought you always return it.
Well,
So you're not a believer in credit.
no, absolutely not. No, we were talking about this. Weren't you? We
But
were
you have
talking
a- but
about
you
this
have
at the
a
bachelor
wrong
party.
bitch.
No,
Wrong
no,
bitch.
look,
You were.
He's not a believer in
Wait,
credit,
JB.
but he has a credit card.
Hypocrite. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard the verse right here.
Hold on.
Hypocrite.
Do you not have a credit card?
Yeah, I have I have a bunch of, or not a bunch. I have maybe like 3 or.
Oh, fuck,
So how can you
3 or
say
4.
that you're not a believer in credit?
I'm
but
absolutely
have
not a believer in
cards?
credit.
I mean, I understand that you don't like it. You dislike it.
Look,
but you...
I
But
put.
you're still playing the game.
Wait, JB.
You're still in the jungle.
JB, relax. You're getting. You're getting.
Is that not like when you
No, I
say-
think...
Wait, hold on.
I-
Exactly. Okay, exactly. I put out a video on how to graduate.
Jungle bitch.
I put out a video on how to graduate debt free and fast, right? And so that's something that's important to me. That's
Yeah.
something that I put out there, and that's something to where like, okay, like I've done all the research and all this stuff. Like, in a certain way, this is if you want to go through these fields, this is how you could graduate debt free and fast. I didn't graduate debt free, and I didn't graduate fast. You know? And so like the reason why I'm putting that out there isn't because I've done everything perfect. It's because I've done everything wrong. And like through all of that stuff, I realized like, man, if I were to go back, I really wish I never opened a credit card. I really wish I never spent money I didn't have. I really wish that I didn't take out student loans, all this stuff. And
that's hindsight, though.
Yeah, so that's why, screw you, JB. You don't know what you're talking about. Kiss my ass.
Porn is not real.
Shouldn't have gone to a strip club
Porn
and
isn't real.
spent all that money.
Fake.
Damn it. Yeah, so
Credit card is not real. It's fake.
so that's why like
Cards or what did he say?
Porn.
I don't believe in credit cards.
so that's why when I run the financial course, it's because I'm doing it with them. I'm going through the same process that they're going through, and we're all doing it as a team, just like Alcoholics Anonymous, where we all.
How many people do you have in that class?
It differs from week to week when we do it. Like,
All right, give me a number.
One.
like this past
He's
week.
talking to the other guy.
This past week there was 3 people, and then some weeks we'll have 9 people. I don't know.
Okay.
It differs. It changes. It really does differ.
Like
That's
you're
what
in a
it's
physical spot, like in a like a.
Yeah, we all watch a video together. We all do the discussion afterwards. Yeah.
How do I get into the cult? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Where do I? Yeah, where do I go watch? Where do I go?
Financial peace.
Where can I go sit in?
We're gonna. Or do you know what? We do it the last Tuesday of the month. I'll invite you guys.
Last Tuesday.
Yeah, last Tuesday of the
Alright.
month. Yeah.
I want to go check this
In
out.
the evening, I imagine.
Yeah, in the evening. Yeah.
At a church.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll go to the fucking class. Damn it. All right. But all right.
Wait a
Alright,
minute.
where were we?
Isn't God asking everybody to give him money in church? He's the biggest hypocrite.
No, the priest. The priest is asking.
Yes.
But the priest is a product of God.
Yes and no.
Do you know what, Alex? You're right.
God loves money.
In the Bible, it says God wants money, and then in the next
So
Bible,
just give him money.
if you turn the page to the Bible, it says the priest is of God. You're an asshole.
I'm gonna get a beer.
All right.
Oh man.
Good stuff.
So I guess Alex isn't going.
You better go, Alex. Yeah. If not, we're gonna restart. We're gonna restart the course, and I'll invite you guys to start it all over again.
No, I'm
Yeah.
down to go check it out just to go see what it's about.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
No, honestly, because it's true that there's so many people that you know if you just give them that little idea, you maybe might be able to just change, and it's just changing their mind a little bit.
That's what
Hey,
it co-
just think about this a little bit differently. That's all you got to do.
That's what it comes down to. It's like, it's tried and tested. Me and Priscilla have gone through it, and they have baby steps 1 through 7. And 1 through 3 are the hardest. And me and Priscilla have gone through it. And dude, there's no better feeling than being debt free. Than being debt free and having a fully funded emergency fund in your savings account. And it was to where
Proud of you, Mickey.
dude, if something happens, and that's what happened. What happened was we got a pup.
If I came up to you and I was like, Mickey, I need $5,000. If not, the cartel's gonna kill me. Mickey'd be like,
No joke. I would give you the money.
yeah. I'd be like, I'd pay you back, and I know you have it, so I can pay you back later.
No, honestly, I don't believe in lending people money. That's also another thing I really don't believe in. Because I'm gonna be
Wow, so you're worse than a creditor.
yeah, you're not
Fuck you,
You're not a
dude.
good businessman.
This motherfucker saying, let me lead the horse to the water, but he's preaching about that, but he's also saying, fuck the horse.
I'm feeling resentment from the agnostic atheists in the room. Okay, did you just not hear what I said? I hate you guys.
Three gay dudes just hanging out.
I said if you were in that situation, I would give you the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say I would lend you the money.
No, you'd have to lend it to me.
No, what I'm trying to say is that look, if you were in trouble, like bodily injury, I would give you the money, but it wouldn't be ethical for me to lend you the money because then I'm expecting it back, and it would ruin our relationship.
That's just the code.
That's the bro code, bro.
If you want to pay me back, you can pay me back. But like, I just,
In interest.
dude, nothing goes good if you lend somebody money, dude. Like, there's nothing good about lending people money.
There's nothing good
And
about
so that's
just
why-
giving out $5,000
If
either.
if somebody,
I don't know. I lent a prostitute some money and I got some pretty good head.
she paid you back.
I didn't want it. It was unethical for me to lend her money.
Thank you for proving my point. Damn you.
All right. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. No, that's all I'm saying.
It's
Like,
okay,
it's,
Mickey's right.
that's all I'm saying. It's it's unethical to lend people money. It ruins relationships, dude. Like, there's not that many situations to where lending money goes well, you know?
My dad lent me money, and I'm paying him back.
I will say.
We've had conversations about you guys
I'm
like
almost done.
butting heads, and then me saying like, yeah, that's
You
what
take
happens when you lend
take
family
my dad's
money.
Look.
my dad's side all the time.
I will say,
Son of a bitch,
and not to
dude.
put the business out there, but it's already in the past. Ben, when I was living with
don't have to name names.
when I was living with Juan, another name. When I was living with Juan, our AC went out. This is a straight up. This is a straight up life shit. Like our AC, the AC in the house went out. Right. I don't know if you ever went to that house. We had a studio and everything, but his AC
The
went
one
out.
over there behind the industrial park, right?
Yeah.
That's
So his AC went out because it was an old house. We needed like $4,000, right? Ben had said, you know what? I'll lend you guys, or like I'll here's a Christmas gift type shit. Like I'll give you the money, right? On my end, when me and Juan split it, right? On my end, I was like, I'm true to my debts, especially something like this. This is some real life shit. And I told him I'll pay you back. And the whole time, Ben was like, no, man. He was taking the standpoint of like, no, you don't need to, man. Like, I understand, right? I'm able to do this. Like, I'm able to do this. I'm able to help you out in this time of need, but I still chose to pay him back.
Yeah, that's good.
Exactly. Like, he didn't choose to want to, but what I'm saying is the example is that it didn't ruin our relationship. Yeah,
no. Well, I'm not saying it's a given that it'll ruin a relationship. I'm saying like that's a big factor in ruining a relationship. Yeah. Like how many people's if you were to take a poll, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with me. If you were to take a poll of all the people who lent someone close to them money, what percentage would their relationship not be, better afterwards? It's a difficult thing to put someone in. It's almost unfair. And so that's why, like, it's just, it's too, you didn't have to, but you did, so that's good.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with paying somebody back. Like JB said, if you wanted to pay me back,
every now and then he just like beats me up, but that's, that's besides the point. Just show up with black guys.
All right. Either way, that's the only point I was trying to make is that there are steps you can take to be financially free. And so, damn, JB, you are screwed. All right, hold on. Let me get another wire. There's a wire in there. Hold on. Give me a second.
Wires. There's a way you could be financially free from bad wires. You just have to follow these steps. Make sure you buy quality wires. Don't cheap out like hypocrite over here. He probably didn't want to use a credit card to buy a good one, so he used whatever money he had in his savings from his 401k, because he's 8 out of 10 millionaires, and he probably prayed for that wire. That's why the wire is shit, because that shit doesn't work. Oh wow! Oh. It's because you're curving it too much, brother.
It's not me.
No, I'm saying Mickey.
If anything, no,
It's putting stress on
the
the
wire that
wire.
he's using right now is actually a replacement wire.
Oh.
And if anything, I purposely gave it slack.
Michael getting a wire. Hey guys, this segment of the podcast is getting a wire.
Getting a wire. I think we got it, and we're good.
Son of a bitch. Can you hear yourself or what?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
You're going to hear me right now.
That's the original wire that was messed up, so if you touch it, it's going to mess up.
I just touched it.
He did, and it did mess up. That's the original messed up wire.
Oh, my
So you went to a worse wire.
I have to stay
I had the other one that I had was the only other one that I had, so I thought.
Hey man, let me lend you a wire. But I don't. You don't have to pay me back with wire.
No, you have to give me a wire. I will not take a lender wire.
I'll give you the wire,
right,
man. Don't worry about it.
$15.
This motherfucker wants to pay everything back.
I know how much wires
I can
cost.
pay you. I can pay you for a wire. Actually,
I don't want your fucking money, man. I don't want your fucking
I
God
might
money.
make you bottles all the
Your
time.
blood
like-
money. Just kidding.
Yeah.
all right. Well, speaking of God, I actually I have a God segment we're gonna do.
I have blood all over it.
All right, hold on. All right, I don't know. Have you heard of mythicism? I think we talked about it.
Talking about
Yeah, we talked about it last time on the podcast.
bull crap.
Mythicism?
Mythicism.
Never heard of it.
Okay. Well, have you seen the documentary Zeitgeist?
You're putting the resurrection.
JB
of your
always gives me.
Lord
I
on
mean, JB.
Skunks.
Edward always gives me crap because like I get really triggered by the video mythicism or by the video Zeitgeist, and so mythicism is like people who don't believe that like there was a historical Jesus Christ, and and the reason why,
Cap.
and the reason why was because of like they subscribed to there were other like Egyptian, Mesopotamian gods like Osiris, Mithras, Krishna is one of them.
Raw.
Well, isn't
Like-
Hinduism older than
I don't know.
Christianity?
I don't know
I know
anything.
Hinduism has documented dates 3,000 years back.
There,
Like Mesopotamian, like
there's been
Babylonian.
as long as human beings have been able to like conceptualize things. There's been religion. Religion's been around like
Right.
Yeah.
forever. Yeah.
Scared motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
aliens.
All right. Yeah, ignorant motherfuckers. Too.
Definitely the ones who fucking made a religion.
Oh my gosh. All right.
What came first, humanity or religion?
Well, religion's a product of humanity. dude.
Or
It's
is
like-
humanity a product of religion?
No, I don't think you understand what the word religion means. Oh my god! All right, all right, but okay. So the idea is that Jesus Christ never existed because there were other previous gods that had 12 disciples that died, rise after 3 days, were resurrected.
So it was
all
an
this stuff.
experiment.
No. Okay. So they're saying, okay, these other gods had the same tropes that Jesus did. And so actually what it is was Jesus was he's a made up copycat God based off of these already existing gods that always existed. That's the proof that Jesus never existed. Well, there's a YouTube channel called Myth Vision. And this guy used to be a mythicist. He used to be like very like, he didn't believe Jesus ever existed. He believed that there was other, dying, rising gods that had enough, and so.
But
so,
now he found the faith.
no, he's still an atheist. And so like nothing's really changed about his podcast.
She's a mythicist.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know about listening to a dude named Derek Mythvision. That kind of pisses me off. With a faux hawk. He's too trendy.
Nothing's really changed about
That's a nice flannel.
nothing's really changed about his podcast other than he's not a mythicist anymore.
So he needs
And-
to change his name.
And so we've talked about it last time to where like, Jesus is a historical figure. Like there's plenty you could say that Jesus was never God. Jesus isn't a deity. There is no God. There's, like he was just, he was a political, guy more than he was anything else. You could say all these things, but you can't say that Jesus of Nazareth never existed. Like that's something that universally most historians believe.
That's why Mickey gets heated.
Actually, yeah, that's exactly why. Because I think there are...
You say you can't say that?
You can't say that. You absolutely can't say that. And I guarantee you won't find one ancient Near East historian that will claim that.
There's
you won't find one.
Dude, how many Jesus Oseas are in the Bible?
No, you're
Yeah,
right. Like
yeah.
There's probably,
he is a historical figure,
Yeah.
but to actually say that this person actually existed is something completely different than acknowledging
many-
that he's a historical figure, that he lives amongst
Yeah.
people who have talked about him and pass on the word. I think there's a difference. I don't know. That's just me.
because it's like
Wait, make the difference. Yeah, because I don't agree with what you're saying.
I'm saying the same way that a historical figure living within history, whether
Yeah.
you exist or not. You
Yeah.
can live within history
Yeah.
without being an actual existing being.
Wait, but that's what, but they didn't exist in history. Like for
No,
example,
history is.
no. Like
What I'm
let me
saying is
let me.
like, so in 40 years from now,
Like
people
Santa Claus, a historical
like Santa
figure?
Claus. People, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
All right, that's exactly what I'm trying not to say. What I'm trying to say is no. Like no.
Jesus was a real like Julius Caesar. Jesus
Like
was Julius Caesar.
there is no historian that will agree with you with that statement you just make. Absolutely not one. Like you won't find one at all. And so
I can find one.
Let's go find one.
and I mean like true like first century historian. You won't find one at all. And that's why like there's so much like look, you can criticize religion. You could say that, like this whole God thing is bullshit, this whole religion thing, Christianity, all this stuff, it's all bullshit. It's stuff that people made up because they're afraid to die. You could say those things. And there's a lot of good arguments against religion. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good arguments against Christianity. But what I'm trying to say is that this isn't one of them. Don't let that go against what actual historians believe. You know what I mean? What the actual historians stick to. What there actual evidence, where the evidence leans towards.
Okay, what I want. Shout out my boys. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, that's Jacob. That's my homie Jacob. What I want to say is,
Yeah.
The zeitgeist thing. I think if you're trying to be contrarian to what the zeitgeist is providing, I think it's just that. It's just providing information to say, well, what about this? I don't think it's trying to sway somebody's opinion. I think it's just presenting information for other people to use as a model of understanding, the same way people use religion as a model of understanding their life and the possibilities of what might come after life.
Yeah.
Just use it as a model for understanding that can maybe show you a different way that, not necessarily everybody might need religion.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're putting it that way because here's where I disagree is that everyone has hey, consider this, and and that's why the clip I'm about to show you, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. Hey, do you know what? I'm not disagreeing with this person, but let's consider everything, and that's the opposite of what Zeitgeist is doing. There's a clip of Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist, the movie, it's made up of two parts. It's a part trying to say, okay, Jesus never existed, and then there's a part about 9/11 being a conspiracy. That's pretty much what the Zeitgeist movie is.
That's connected.
No, it's just two separate parts.
Yeah, but there's a lot of information comes up in Zeitgeist.
Yeah. And so look, what I'm trying to say is that I'm just talking about the portion about, where they were talking about Jesus and other Mesopotamian gods. Okay. That part, complete lie. There's a difference between, okay, let's consider this. And there's a difference between that, consider this, and me lying to you. Me saying that, hey, 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4, it equals 5. That's a lie. That's not true. I could say consider that. Hey, what if 2 + 2
Okay,
does
but
equal
who
5?
isn't saying
Who
isn't saying that religion is lying? I mean,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay, that's why you put it up to.
There's a lot of insane shit in the Bible.
Look. I'm a
Amen.
Christian. Believe me, I agree. I agree 100%.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Amen.
So why even have this conversation if there's also faults within
but
your religion?
But that's why. But look. Let me just talk about the Zeitgeist first, and then when we talk about the bigger picture stuff, I'm going to use this as an example, and I think you're going to understand where I'm coming from more. Because I am trying to look at the bigger picture. I am trying to take more consideration because I think atheists, agnostics could be just as closed-minded as religious people.
Oh, yeah.
And what brought me closer to God, and we talked about this last time, what brought me closer to God was rebelling against modern Western 21st century Christianity. And post-enlightenment that we try to make sense, we try to make sense out of everything within our own worldview. And that's totally contrary to what scripture is. And so, the difference I'm trying to make is that Zeitgeist just says complete lies. Krishna was not born of a virgin, was the last child of out of, I think, 9 children. Horus was he just appeared. It was a secret religion. There was no birth narrative out of it. There's a lot of whatever. What I'm trying to say is that like it sources their information from two sources that are complete like bullcrap. Acharya-esque is one of them, and I forgot what the other one was, but like it's just made up stuff. And not only is it made up stuff, but it's made up stuff that's already been like torn down by historians like over 100 years ago. But it's just a matter of like, okay, this stuff comes up through the internet again, and people just take it for its word or whatever. Look, I'm a Christian, and I would tell you like, okay, like I do believe there are arguments against God, but like if you're gonna make a historical argument, it needs to be a historical argument. It can't just be like, I don't know. Oh wait. I would love to talk about the Nephilim. Okay. Shout out to Dr. Michael Heiser. I told JB about this. I just got into Michael Heiser, and he passed away this past week. So rest in peace, buddy.
Moment of silence.
And now we continue. All right. I'm going to put this video up. Let me see. 1750s. All right.
Through that rebirth become more than he was before. And then both of those divinities, this is another really cool
real quick, let me just put this in context. They're trying to say that there is a parallel between Osiris and Jesus, the narrative between Osiris and Jesus. And so they're not making any insinuations of it, but they're just trying to point out the parallels between them.
Parallel are connected with a harvest. Now, what does Jesus say when he tells his followers, eat this bread? I am this bread. And Osiris is the wheat. He is the wheat. And there are these, and everyone can Google this because it's super fun. There are these things in Egypt, they call them Osiris beds, like a bed that you lie in. Mm-hmm. And they take a bed of earth. Like think when you order from Amazon or something, some little herb kit, and they send it to you and it has like little fake earth and it's got the little seeds and you water it and you put it by your windowsill and you're like, oh, I have basil or whatever it is. Yeah. But the Egyptians did this and they put these things in tombs. They would make a little chia seed kit and they would put it out in the sun. And as soon as the green sprouts came, they're like, got it. And they would put that in the tomb with the dead person. And then the dead person could be regenerated. But the dead person was like grain. The dead person they're like Osiris. They are reborn seasonally like the harvest. So now Jesus doesn't say, I am the wheat, I am the harvest, but he's like, eat this bread. Remember me, drink this wine. These are yearly commodities that are harvested once each year, right? Then you keep all your flour and then you continue to make your bread. Harvest all your grapes, you ferment it, you continue to drink the wine. And he identifies with these commodities. And so both of them are harvest gods. They are Dionysian harvest gods who must die and be reborn. And not every divinity dies and is reborn. So it is part of that rebirth cycle. And I've got more notes, but you jump in and let me know what you think about that.
I don't want to step on your notes. So if there's...
All right, that's the only portion I was going to play.
Who is this, though, Kara Cooney?
Kara Cooney. Okay, let me make this 100%. And that's why, like, I don't believe in a lot of the bullshit that I see on the internet because, like, all of these, like, and that's why I get triggered because, like, there's so much crap on the internet that just isn't true. It's just, like, made up stuff and people, like, pretend that they know what they're talking about and they don't do any of the hard work. They don't have any stuff to back it up. Kara Cooney is an actual Egyptologist, actual archaeologist, professor of Egyptian art and architecture at UCLA, and the chair of the Department of Near Eastern Language and Cultures at UCLA.
Her smile just reads white privilege. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, continue.
White privilege, that's something. Man.
She's white and she's smart.
I can show JV anybody in Hillary. Anybody? Yeah, she likes me.
Dude.
Porn.
We're going to talk about Egypt.
Porn. So, okay, yes.
I see what she's saying.
Yeah.
I see what she's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look. This is.
I'm waiting for your all's opinion.
This is.
That's how I want to be.
I'm almost not even gonna attach to my opinion to what you showed me. But thank you for showing me that, because that's cool to listen to. I think it's interesting. Here's the thing with me. I guess it is.
But just for now, I just want to keep it relevant to this. But afterwards, we can go through it.
Okay, yeah. Well, then
I don't know. What do you think when you watch it? What do you think?
I find it intriguing.
What do you think?
That's it. Intriguing. Like, it's intriguing to my mind in the ways that I now have a different perspective of my view of like religion. You know what I mean? Not that it sways me into a different.
Yeah.
That it like makes me want to change, because I still have the overall view of how I live my life and wait to find out what's on the other side. You know.
Wait, what are you talking about? This isn't a religious statement that she's making.
It's not. I'm not saying it's a statement, but she's discussing what these gods are.
Yeah.
They're harvest gods, and I understand that.
Okay, there you
but
go.
I'm saying it adds information to the perspective of my view of agnosticism or being religious. You know what I mean? Like it adds to my perspective of that.
Yeah, let me
Something
clarify.
that I hadn't heard before.
Let me clarify what's going on. She's reiterating like zeitgeist stuff. Like she's saying like this is a repetition of other Egyptian gods. Osiris is a regenerative, resurrecting god. Could you get that, please, Alex?
Eddie, you want me to get it?
Yeah, it's Ed. No, it's Ed. Or JB can get it. That's fine.
It's between y'all.
You got tired of me.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Continue. Reiterate what you're saying.
We'll get
But-
another beer.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like you're like reiterating like zeitgeist stuff to where like okay, Jesus is a copycat god, just like it just a copycat from Osiris. Like there's all these parallels, so we need to recognize these parallels. Other than okay, and this is what we were talking about earlier, to where like I could take the full Christian route to where like oh no, he's different, he's all this stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, or I could take the full.
But
like,
that's not your take.
Look,
I understand.
Yeah.
I know that you're not the traditional, or I don't know what the traditional Christian is. I know that you're not that.
Yeah.
I know that you have a specific worldview through religion and the way you lead your life. I know that.
Yeah.
I'm not against you. Like I'm not
saying.
I know. And I'm just. We have great conversations. I think we always.
What's going on? Wait,
I think we also always have great conversations.
I agree.
Yeah. I feel like out of any of us, I feel like JB has a specific standpoint that he's like, fuck religion. Like I'm not even like that. You know what I mean? Like,
No, JB just likes to screw with me. Anything that like he'll just screw with me. But look, let me point something out. I'm gonna go totally contrary to what she's saying, and then I'm gonna meet somewhere in the middle. Okay, so Jesus mentioned Osiris was the wheat, and she's saying Jesus mentioned I am the eat this bread, it is my body. Drink this wine, it is my blood. And so these things are seasonal. Just like the wheat is, it's all seasonal, regenerative stuff. And she's saying, okay, well, Jesus didn't die, resurrect again, like regenerative, like Osiris, but this and this and that. But there's still a parallel there. And I agree, like, yeah, there's a parallel. Yeah, he died and then he came back to life. But like, and bread, wheat, all this stuff. Okay. Jesus talked about fishermen being fishermen of people, like and there was so many like examples of him fishing, feeding people fish, being fishermen of people. There was sacrificial cleansing that he would talk about before entering the temple. There was planting seeds. He made a lot of things about planting seeds, or you'll bring out crops, or you'll bring out weeds, thorns. About trees, branches, being the right hand to the throne, the kingdom, stuff like that, being the son of man. Talked about dirty feet, clean feet, all these things that were talked about that aren't parallel to Osiris. Like you could say like, and here's the thing. It's a part of their culture. Bread is a part of their culture. Wine is a part of their culture. It's a part of, Jesus was a Jew. He was a real person that was a Jew. That was Jewish, lived in Jewish culture, lived with their people, ate with their people, drank with their people. He was a Jew. Like, these are all things that, okay, they're saying it identifies with, like, you know, some tropes, all this stuff. It was his culture. All of that stuff that was going around was his culture. What, like, if I'm drinking whiskey and it doesn't exist in all the, you know, all the years, you know, following, that doesn't mean that that it doesn't mean anything other than, like, this is a part of, you know, my culture. This is part of what's around. And so, like, I think just as guilty as Christians go to one side, I think it's just as guilty as, like, people trying to say, you know, and that, you know, atheists go on one side. And beyond it all, it doesn't even prove, like, that Jesus didn't exist. It doesn't even prove that he was based on other religions. It just proves that that one thing was a parallel between like certain symbols that he used and symbols of other, like, Osiris at the time. But it doesn't prove any. It doesn't, like, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't change. And so, like, really what it comes down to, and this is what kills me about, like, all of, like, how people interpret the Bible. A few months ago, I had Hebrew Bible Insights. They're another YouTube channel on the show, and I interviewed them. And look, the biggest thing when you read anything, when you look into history, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand how history works. You have to understand it through the lens of, if it's in a, you know, written down, of the person that's writing it. Who was this person? What was the culture they were in? What was the place they were in? What were they trying to communicate? And, like, what were they saying when they were writing it down? That's how you interpret history. You don't interpret history trying to put your own stuff into it. And so that's the biggest problem I have. These people are trying to put stuff into it. Other Christians are trying to put stuff into it when they read into scripture, and it's screwing everything up. Like, my biggest gripe.
That's what it's all about.
My biggest gripe with religion is that all these people trying to put crap into it, like, of themselves. Hurry up, man. Get in here. Doing stuff that's off camera that isn't going to add at all.
But
yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, don't.
Sorry, Mickey. I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
No, that's fine. You already did, but okay. All right, Ed's in the house. Give it up for Ed, ladies and gentlemen. No, he's not on the mic yet. Give it up for Ed.
What do you mean? The mic's in front of his face.
Hold on, let him. Look, put your stuff on. I got him.
Okay, do I have it now?
You see me? Man.
He doesn't have.
But
your
hold
thing
on, JB. Damn. That's why. It's because, look, the mic's gonna.
You keep lowering his thing.
JB, this makes a lot of noise. I'm waiting for him to get ready.
Yeah, JB.
This mic will push me
There
back to
he
oblivion.
is.
Yeah, no. If you just work with it to where you can tighten it exactly where you want it.
Dude, Mickey's gonna shut you off anytime he
got you.
wants.
Which one's the one that tightens where it doesn't swing toward?
Andy, I like drinking with my people. Hey,
I don't know, that's a good
956
question.
ABV
I
podcast.
think it might be this one.
Shouts out.
Oh wait, wrong one. No, I got the wrong one. I'm sorry.
I'm loosening it now.
Where's the?
That was on purpose.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find all these sound effects.
While Eddie settles in, I'm gonna go get a beer for myself.
Yeah, no, I'm
Mickey just shut
finding
me off
things
right
here.
now.
Dude, you can freaking, like, wait until.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hello. Hey, Mickey, what's going on?
Nothing much, man.
Hold on, you can lower me. I'm just gonna adjust a little more.
All right. Yeah, whatever it takes, man.
Okay, get it right to.
That good?
Right. Ooh, right there. Hey,
All right.
hey, how's it going? Hello, everybody. Hi. Oh, and the camera too.
Yeah,
Right
no,
here?
yeah, no, you got it.
You were there,
Am I
yeah.
in? I don't.
You're
have-
there.
Oh wait,
You're
can you
good.
hear or what?
I can hear.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see, so I don't know where I'm at right now.
Oh
you're
yeah,
good.
no, it's
I
fine.
can
Look, let
see
me
you.
let me
You're
show
good.
you.
You're
Let me show
perfect.
Okay.
You're right
Oh,
there.
hey, yeah, there we
You're
go.
perfect.
Hey,
Look at
how's
that.
it going, everybody? Hello out there.
Look at that face.
Welcome to the Mickey G podcast. It is now officially begun. I am actually here. I am your host, Mickey G. You can now press play at this moment because the show has now begun.
Yeah, we can pause it and press it. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? What were you guys talking about?
Jesus.
Yeah, we were talking. It was a lot. It
We
was
were talking about religious freedom, being free from religion, and the idea that it brainwashes you and shit. That's financial freedom. Sorry.
It was supposed to be a small segment, but like there was a lot of like under like
he
stuff
gets
that
heated.
we had to,
Look, real quick, if you don't mind, I wanted to pour my drink into a glass, and the only one that was available was this one right here that says "Live, Laugh, Love."
That's not Mickey's.
And you know what? If there's anything I want you guys to do out there, is I want you to live every moment. I want you to laugh every day, and I want you to love with all your heart. Thank you.
I'm doing that already.
From Mickey G Podcast. Thank you.
All
Cheers.
right. Give it up for Ed.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Oh, hold on. I don't have nails, so it's hard to crack open stuff. All right, cool. You know what, guys? I was listening to some of the stuff on the way over
Oh
here.
yeah.
Yeah. It was really interesting.
Yeah.
It was fun. Yeah, it's cool. I you know what? Immediately when you brought up Zeitgeist, I knew that I wasn't gonna come up because we've had those talks before in the past.
Yeah.
So I want to give proper credit. It might be Michael.
Yeah.
Who introduced us to that film series?
Yeah, he commented on you. Let me put him on.
Oh, okay, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Michael showed us this stuff like right when we got out of high school. And I remember it having a really huge impact in my life, like a super huge impact. Where it's like you're in your early 20s, you just got out of your teenage years, and more than ever, that's definitely a time where you're trying to figure out. Of course, you're trying to figure out yourself, but you're also trying to figure out the world. And you've been caged in a school for 18 years, and and getting fed like that version of life. So when you're out of it, it is so open, it's so free. So they don't really prepare you for that. So that's where you see people who like shape their identity of their 20s is like right in those first couple years, maybe even like the first couple years out of high school, and then that person's that person for like a good decade strong.
Yeah.
Right? And then I feel maybe because we're coming to the age where it's like transitioning into your 30s, then you're slowly become like you're taking that original person that was crafted or created, and now you're like refining it, you're chipping it away, and I think you're chipping away a little bit more of the questioning, so it's less of a character of like having to put something on. And I'm finding it really awesome that like coming into an age now, and I really see it with everybody here, and especially I think me and Zella talked about it with a lot of the success that everyone's having with their art medium, with you in the podcast, with the boys, Julio, Joe, Burns, and their art. Everyone's doing really great. And what you can see is that
By the grace of God. Sorry.
Praise him.
by the great grace of God.
We need Vega Bros back.
I may have went on a tangent there. I kind of forgot where I lost myself.
You're listening to the podcast on the way
He's
here.
not even drunk yet.
I know. Here we go. First sip. I'll tie it back. Hold on.
He's drunk already.
How is this tied to the fucking religions, I guess?
No, okay. I went off on a tangent.
You watched it when Michael showed it.
You only showed us. So it was at a very impressionable moment. So I have gone back within the past few years and watched it again. It's super sensational. It's even presented in a very sensational way. I think what really sparks the most debate, and I think the filmmaker had intended to do so, is that he took that religion chapter and he made it number one. He's like, we're gonna out the gate, we're gonna take this on.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't doubt that a majority of people don't even stay to like past that.
Oh, yeah.
I think like once it gets into 9/11, and granted, it does present the 9/11 section as like, okay, this is the common conspiracy. Let's chip away at like what the different stuff. If you ever watch Zeitgeist, it gives you like this huge paragraph breakdown of 9/11, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna talk about different moments from that paragraph, and nonetheless. So going back to it, so the first chapter out the gate with Zeitgeist movie is to take on religion, and it's to frame religion in a way of like, okay, how did it come about, and then how did it come about to become so powerful, and then what were some of its origin stories. So it really does
A deep dive.
for the most part, and I would even say it really focuses on the deconstruction of Jesus and like Christianity for the most part. Mm-hmm. So that's his clear intention. Here I am speaking for the guy, so I can't say 100%, but interpreting the movie, and I've seen it plenty of times, that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
And so, I'm even to this day, I'm still somebody who would be open to a conversation of like, was Jesus real? So I know you guys were briefly getting to it. I know Zella was kind of stating, he was making, I like the statement of saying that like, we can come to an agreement that there's no denying his impact. There's no denying that enough, I guess, people, but enough of the world, of the zeitgeist, does believe that he was that whole story, just believes that exact story of Jesus, which then the documentary is just like, okay, hey, well, this story was told a bunch of times before.
Well, for me, just to be a joking fucking heel here is that this is generations and years of passing on the word. And it's like, I barely believe the motherfucker who said last week, like, there was a fucking robbery down at the street. You know what I mean? Like, and that happened a week ago. And it's like, in reality, it was just like some kid fucking accidentally had a chocolate bar.
See, but
Yeah.
I feel like that stopped. Like, you know, like passing on stories of like that stopped a while ago. You know, because everything's on social media.
Well, that's the new version of passing stories. That's exactly what I mean. Like, even that, how much that is filtered through, you know, just passing on some type of article or something that happened just like a day previously or a week previously. Like, I don't know. I just
it's
like as
memes now.
Just as a joking fucking thing. Like, it's like, dude, what am I supposed to believe somebody who is younger than me or a few years older than me who believes this word or this way of life, who is talking about something from 2,000 fucking years ago? It's like, fuck, dude, what the fuck? Like,
It's like, look, there's a way to do things, right? There's a way that like biologists study biology. There's a way that historians study history. There's a way that, you know what I mean? And it's been like, it's like, there's a way that like neurosurgeons do, like, you know, brain surgery. And like, it's been years and years of practice and all this stuff to where this is the best that they can do it at this point. Right. And so it's the same thing with history. You know what I mean? Like, there's a certain way, there's a right way that you do history. And so, like, you know, Bart Ehrman's been such a godsend for like Christians, because out of all first century historians, out of all New Testament scholars, the majority of them don't do public works. The majority of them don't do like public debates. The majority of them don't, you know, create their own, how do you say it? Like websites where they do their own, like, you know, like they offer public courses and stuff like that. The majority of them are Christian that are New Testament scholars. Very little of them are this public about their views, have written that many books at that high level, and are atheists. Bart Ehrman's an atheist. And so, like, that's why I said it last time on the podcast. I don't know if JB was paying attention, but anybody who's seen Zeitgeist, I recommend the book, Did Jesus Exist? Bart Ehrman.
Yes, I was paying attention.
Bart Ehrman, one of the most famous New Testament scholars, one of the most well-respected New Testament scholars.
I'm going to need to borrow that.
he's
Yeah,
awesome,
yeah.
dude.
I need to borrow it
you.
too.
He's further than Skunks at this point.
Yeah, I see a bookmark in there.
Yeah.
Who's been reading it?
I've been reading it.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
Atheist.
You barely just started
me.
reading it.
No, whatever. Okay.
That's further than you have been after
You
Zeitgeist.
can't support a book you haven't read at all.
Very outspoken atheist.
That's a name to the face.
Has done
And
public
it's this picture.
debates against
What is
Christians, trying to tell Christians that they don't know what they're talking about. That Jesus was a political. He was more of a political revolutionary than he was like that. That only after the fact that he died, that people tried to rewrite history as though he was the son of God. And so anybody who follows the whole mythicist, all this stuff, he actually wrote the book to totally take down mythicism, because he couldn't believe that people still believed in it. He couldn't believe that that it was an actual argument that people were taking in until the Zeitgeist movie came out. And so he wrote this book. And so, like, you guys are free to take it. But that's why, like,
You haven't even finished it.
When I say it, I mean it.
Yeah, you need to finish
When
it first. Look, I will. If you let me cut in real quick.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
will say this: of a 3-part series, the Zeitgeist is 3 different movies.
Yeah.
which all span like 3 hours per movie. Is a long like series.
Jesus.
I will say
Yeah.
that like in retrospect, like reviewing them is like the Christianity chapter, the religious chapter. To me, at like this later, like at this point in my life, it seems to like really take like it is the bottom probably of all like the topics they touch on. Other than there's a section where they get kind of real. You can tell they're really like, okay, let's tell our story, like what we're really doing, and they get into like their support of something called the Venus Project, which I'm not gonna get into, but that's in the movie. But I feel like that section was really like, okay, this is what you made this whole series for. It was to get us to come here. It's like,
Yeah.
go to this website. It's like, oh, okay, now you're telling me to go. You know,
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's it. But other than that portion, in hindsight or in retrospect now, the religious section to me is like the least important, where there's like so much other stuff that trilogy like touches on, and so much beauty, and there's so much important stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that second movie, which really dives into like the history of like finances, how the dollar, what the dollar is, what it represents, and like where we currently stand.
You're talking to a libertarian, Edward.
Okay, cool. It's great. I love it. It's called Adenum. Adenum is the second movie, and it might be my favorite because it really just focuses on that. And what I liked was once you get away from the first movie, which Tubbs really is like, we're gonna take on like conspiracies and like give them like roots and give them grounds, and like what do they mean? How can you counter it, or what's like the favor of it? And so when you get to the second movie, and then the second movie is just like, okay, cold facts, history on its side, like then at that point it's like, okay, this is it. Like this is like some real concrete shit that I can really digest. Yeah. And by the third movie, they get into the whole third movie for the most part until like the last hour, which dives into that Venus Project. The whole like first couple hours, hour and a half of the third movie is just the debate on nature versus nurture, which I think is like a super important and cool like conversation to dive into as well.
Yeah, and do you know what? I've like totally transparent. I've only seen the first movie, and it was because the religious portion was so like how do you say it? Like, yeah, it's important. Like it's very they're making a strong statement. And so what I was telling Zella before you got here, I don't know, do I call you Zella or
Yeah,
Alex?
that's cool.
That's why-
Everyone calls me Zella.
Zella.
Damn, you didn't start calling him Zella till I showed up.
I don't know.
No.
Alex, dude.
You said Alex earlier.
Yeah, I don't know
He
what to
has
call
a
you,
name.
Alex.
Call him by his
Call me what
name.
you want, man.
You don't gotta impress me and look cool.
Whatever you want, Mickey. Piece of shit.
Look,
What do you
Yes.
want to call him?
Look, this is gonna totally be dope. What I'm about to say.
Call him maybe.
Are you trying to be like hip hop terminology like with us because we're rappers?
No, dude, I'm hip, dude. That's just where I am. I'm
Dude.
all that.
Okay.
the squeaky? You were
Yes, this button there.
Look, I did want to make a point. We come back to let's come back.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
okay.
point.
I did want to make a point though, is that look, I will say this, and I will admit this. I am sitting there watching this movie, listening to this guy tell me his shit because he put it on this movie, right? And so I'm not like going then hopping on a computer and then immediately like fact checking everything. So yeah, I will take responsibility of like, okay, yeah, I absorbed
You're
it.
taking him for his word.
I absorbed it and I took it as truth. If you're here to make an argument that some of those statements are just completely false, then cool, man. I tear it down. I love when when finding the truth in anything.
Exactly. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff he said was just straight up bullshit, like just lies. Like, and so like if you see, and he sources it. He sources where he got the information from. A lot of it's from Acharya S, and then there's another source that I can't remember. But it's just not true. It's just some. They're not actual reliable sources. It's just somebody who wrote. And not only is it somebody who just wrote a book, Acharya S, but like these claims were. There's a whole history behind it. And so this isn't anything new. This has been around Like for a long time, it's been debunked for a long time, and it just became like an internet thing because of zeitgeist. And so like people like Bart Ehrman, people like, like other New Testament scholars, they don't take it serious. They don't actually believe that people believe it until zeitgeist came around, and then they realize like, oh wow, a lot of people are asking us about this. Like this is kind of out there, and so like it's just not true. It's not true at all. Like that's why I went through the video with the Osiris, because there are certain things that can be paralleled, but like it's just not. It's not making the claim that Zeitgeist makes. Zeitgeist really goes above and beyond. Like they're really trying to make a whole conspiracy thing, and they're using all these lies based off of little tiny truths that Osiris died. And by the way, he didn't come back to life. Osiris is the king of the underworld. He's like Satan in another type of, form of whatever that religion is. And so like it's totally different, but they're trying to manipulate it because they want to build up to whatever their case is. I've only seen the first movie, but whatever their ultimate case is, that's what they're trying to make. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just here as like the fucking.
What,
Man, it's
Alex?
just
What do you hear?
it's so, there's
The
the minimal,
fuck? Say it,
it's the
Alex.
minimal fucking consumer of life and the world. It's like, why the fuck would God allow famine and genocide and like, what the fuck is all that, man?
Have
Like,
a
why?
lesson.
Hey, wait,
He has the book.
Hey, Alex, I have another book for you.
He has a book that's
Hey,
called
dude.
"This Is Why God Allows Famine" by.
Actually, yeah, it's God a Moral
There-
Monster, written by
to-
Paul Copan.
Oh, my God.
It was
Like,
some-
you know,
keep it-
and
just
you
leave
said
it there, just leave
earlier,
it
look,
there.
Mickey, you said earlier,
Priscilla, bring me my book.
Mickey, you said earlier,
She's right at the door with the book.
sacrificial cleansing.
Yeah.
What an articulate way to fucking word some shitty ass shit to do. Like,
Do you know what?
sacrificial cleansing? Like,
Look, do you know what, Alex? I'm gonna call. Look, I'm
There's
gonna
too
say
many
this-
people on the
look,
planet.
No, I'm
Alex.
sorry. Finish your point.
I don't think that Mickey would advocate for any of the crazy bullshit.
No, I know, but
Wait,
still,
hold on.
Those
No, here
words,
we go.
Maybe I will.
those words were uttered.
Hold on.
Those words were shut up. Those words were uttered. Sacrificial cleansing, right?
Yeah.
But you also have to know that
Uttered.
when the sacrificial cleansing happened, there might have been a different way of life at the time. So why the fuck are we still looking at these specific old ass ways to fit our modern lifestyle? Why the fuck are we overturning Roe v. Wade? Why the fuck are we doing things that are in our new society?
Yeah.
That
don't fucking
they're
fit
not
the narrative
relevant.
for the culture.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck
Yeah.
are we doing
I
dumb ass
see
shit
that.
like that?
Yeah.
It's like two steps. It's like one step forward, two steps back, literally.
Yeah. Well, hold on. Look, I'm trying to.
I feel you.
I was-
feel you, Zella.
I was trying to call you a hypocrite, but wait, hold on. Let me. no. But honestly, like, look, and this is.
son.
Look,
Where'd you find this?
Look, I'm
You're a hypocrite.
Look, I'm saying this in the same way that I realize like, oh shit, do you know what? Like, I'm so naive. I'm so freaking like, I just thought like, look, this Jewish Hebrew religion was real. You know what I mean? These were real people that really lived, and these were, the scriptures are written by people. They were written by Hebrews. They were written by Israelites who lived in a certain time, in a certain culture, under certain, they would do animal sacrifices. That was a huge part of their culture.
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
that's why
That's what I'm saying too.
There was people sacrifices.
and that's why maybe we're closer than what we think on that understanding. And so like I don't think that conflicts with my religion. You know what I mean? And with the animal sacrifices,
but okay, yes, it doesn't conflict with your momentary religion right now and what your perspective is of the world.
Yeah.
But yet you're using it as an example to sway someone else from like, no, but look at this. Like, it's like, no, you can't do that though. Like,
well, I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Be a little more particular, because like,
You guys
wait,
need
what do
to
you mean?
live, laugh, love more.
no, I'm saying like how
Yeah.
you said, like, oh yeah.
Amen.
You're saying you agree with like, oh yeah, at that time in that culture,
Yeah.
in that society, they did those things, but it doesn't necessarily make me feel like I need to do that now. But yet you're willing to use those examples
To defend yourself.
to defend defend what.
Wait,
your-
wait,
what
wait,
your-
wait, no. Let me make this 100% clear. You said that I said animal sacrifice. Why did I mention animal sacrifice? I mentioned it because it's another cultural trope from the time. It's another cultural tradition from the time. Is that true? Yes or no?
Yeah, possibly.
That's all. That's the whole
Maybe.
point I was trying to make. I was
Okay.
trying to make that Jesus
Maybe everything.
Jesus said many things that were according to the culture at the time, but yet they're trying to say that the same exact thing in that.
But Jesus ain't here, motherfucker. Now he can't say shit.
No,
like,
no,
who the fuck is...
Jesus is in
The
all
only
of
Jesus
us.
here is fucking JB, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, that is Jesus. Right?
Jesus is right here.
Look, but you understand what I'm trying to say, right?
I understand.
Jesus Christ.
I was using that as
still wins.
Oh no, let him go.
I was using that as an example for the claim they were trying to make. But like,
So what's your claim? What the fuck?
No, look.
Like, what's
that
your
Jesus
now
is
claim?
real.
Fuck all that other extra
That's
shit.
what his
look,
claim is.
I'm not making a religious claim.
I
I'm
think he
making a
came-
historical argument.
Yeah, he came
Right.
out the gate, and
Yeah.
I think Mickey. If you let me summarize, you just want to have an understanding. You wanted to tackle the conversation of did Jesus the person exist?
Like
Look,
you,
look,
me.
wait, hold on.
And,
Look,
and you wanted to take it from an angle of knowing about the zeitgeist argument, knowing about how that populated more of that mythicism, like he's talked about, and its influence on people. And so you wanted to tackle that head on. So I think that's what
let me make it very clear. They were making a claim that Osiris and Jesus had something in common. That they both claimed Osiris said, "I am the wheat," and Jesus said, like, "Eat this bread in my, this is my body, drink this wine," and these are all seasonal things, and so they're both seasonal gods, regenerative gods, and so they were trying to make a parallel. And what I'm trying to say is that, okay, you can try to make a parallel. That's why historically, whether you believe Jesus existed or not, historically you could try to make a parallel. But you also have to consider how we were saying earlier before we had before we watched the video. I'm trying to say, okay, you can make a historical parallel, but you also have to consider all of these differences, all of these cultural differences that he also made that don't apply anything to Osiris. And so are they like, whatever they're trying to insinuate by making that parallel, they're not taking into consideration the opposite. That's the only claim I was trying to make. I'm not trying to make a religious claim. I'm not trying to say Jesus is the truth and the light, all this stuff. That's all I was trying to say. I was trying to take their argument for what it was, a historical argument, and whatever they were trying to insinuate, I was trying to say that it wasn't valid because they're not taking into consideration the opposite. That's all I was trying to
You're
say.
going at like Ben Shapiro speeds right now. That's the one thing I want to say. Before it gets away from us. So, but ultimately, man, when I was hearing you, and I'm glad that you had this conversation because I wanted to come through with a counter all this.
Yeah.
I wanted to say,
What are you looking at, JV? Turn away.
look, I ultimately wanted to say your argument is like, okay, what he's saying is lying. There's proof that Jesus did exist.
100%.
Cool. So, okay, so then can the next part of the conversation be, or if I were to take the conversation, somebody who was on the fence if Jesus ever existed, like that person, Jesus Christ from the Bible ever existed. Then you come to, I absorb what I absorbed, and then you come to me with your information, and I take both parts of information, which was the argument and the counter. Can I come out on the other side and say, can I come out on the other side and be like, okay, next part of it, did it matter that he was a real, tangible flesh person? Because ultimately, whether he was or not, there's no denying how that shaped history.
Right.
So even the
was he flesh or not? He was still part of it.
yeah, the core
regardless.
basis to even just
That's
make
what I'm saying, a
if
historical
if
figure. He was still historical.
He was a in flesh person living. It probably doesn't quite matter at all because it gets lost in kind of what Zella said of the like he is just, or that figure is just a figure of history of time.
Yeah, well, he's definitely a figure of history, but but does it?
History is time.
Like you're asking, does it matter? Well, there's 2 points of views, right? From an agnostic atheist point of view, from a Christian point of view, it very much matters.
Yes, okay.
But even from like if you're agnostic, atheist, whatever, I think for the sake of truth, it matters, right? Because Santa Claus spreads cheer and happiness to everybody, but like,
is he flesh and
And
blood?
Jesus doesn't.
let's be honest, he doesn't exist. Like, and it does matter whether people believe if Santa Claus exists or not,
But
because
he doesn't exist.
look, if Santa Claus exists, then that's a big fucking deal. If he doesn't exist, then like, and people are claiming that Santa Claus actually existed, they're not intact with reality. So it matters as far as truth matters. Like,
No, I don't know, man. That's the thing.
you don't think it matters whether Santa Claus exists?
No, no, I'm
okay,
not saying
but
that. Look, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I'm thinking as an agnostic, that I literally see Jesus Christ like Santa Claus. Like
But it's not your. It's like because of the world around you and how they kind of perceive or not push. You know what I mean? But they kind of push Jesus on you. Like, oh, he has to be real because
I don't know, man. I just felt like honestly, like this all comes from like a young age, like literally 6th grade. I would have to go to Sunday school, like with because we were raised Catholic,
right.
and I remember just being in there and them speaking about word of whatever the fuck, and I'm just like, dude, I don't want to be here. And I tell my mom, like, I don't want to be here. I don't like anything they're saying. I don't fucking vibe with any of it.
Yeah.
I would go for the food, literally, just give me a free meal. But it's like, and then as I've grown and being more of an actual human being in reality,
More of a human.
I think it's.
You're always human.
I think I just don't have. I don't like spending the time on worrying about shit like that. Like, I am. This is where the tangible terminology for me and Jerry come into play.
Yeah.
Where Jerry says tangible shit.
Tangible.
Where if it's not physical and I actually don't see anything, like I'm not gonna worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm here now in this physical flesh.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna worry about something that some motherfucker said 2,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Like it's just me. That's just my stand.
Jesus
my
is
take.
behind him, like
Look, I would never.
he's doing it right.
Look, I would never fight you on that. Like, I've heard that so many times. I've been in that situation. We've all been in that situation to where like religion sucks. You know what I mean? Like, being in a church as a kid sucks. Being in a church, there's so many different.
Not if you went to Christian Fellowship Church.
No,
with
I'm not
Pastor
saying.
Barry Jackson.
I didn't even say that it sucks. I was saying that it's not for me. Like, not even that it sucks. Like, it's not even that. Like,
God
it's not for you. It's not for you.
Because I've witnessed the people that it does good for. Like
The people.
My grandma. Hey, shut the fuck up. I made one fucking point. Jesus Christ.
You've been going on for like fucking 5 minutes straight.
Like you didn't just come in with everybody and their art and their fucking like this motherfucker over here going on tangents that don't even matter to
You
the
want to
point.
go on for like 3-5 minutes straight. We start wanting to join in. You want to go? Oh,
Give me a beer, bitch. Give me a beer, bitch.
Well, you know what? I actually need a beer too. So
Give me a beer, bitch.
Dude, Mickey
No, I
almost
won't.
went off, dude. He almost was on that. Back down.
can I say this? Can I?
Jimmy's full of shit, Jimmy.
Wait. Okay. So I want.
Yeah, let him finish.
I did want to kind of wrap up. So when I get to that question of like, okay, can I ask? Does it matter if he exists? What I'm also asking at the same time is that can me and you, person to person,
Yes.
yeah, and it is a yes.
Fuck.
Can you believe the guy was flesh? Can I question it? Can I possibly not believe it? But can we both agree on like good morals? Can we both agree to like the fucking great things
see
that
what
come
he's saying.
from Christianity, like the higher?
Why would I disagree with that in any way?
That's
Yeah, of
what I'm
course
saying.
we could agree with that.
Okay, well then if we can agree on that, then why is it important then to agree on whether or not either of us believe he was real or not?
Yeah.
Because
What are you talking
Because in the
about?
argument where you say, okay, then
Question.
then the argument you're saying you make him close to Santa, or you're making him Santa, right? Well, it's
No,
like,
yeah,
okay,
Zella's making him Santa.
okay. Well, if a person wakes up and in their head believes Santa is real, and then as a result goes and does amazing things, gives back to the community, does all that stuff
To get the gifts.
then
Shoots
what-
up a mall.
I'm saying, then what
He
the
wants
heck
a
did it
dirtboard.
matter if
I see where-
if that symbol was flesh or not?
Does it matter?
Okay, look, I'll tell you this.
This is a good question.
I've gotten to a far enough point in my life where I don't know if I'm agnostic. I don't even know if I'm atheist.
Well, that's agnostic.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm agnostic.
Actually,
Fucking
that's
asshole.
completely agnostic.
That's literally agnostic.
without
which
knowledge.
is my standpoint. Like, I'm not
Because
even,
what happens is that like you start explaining what being an agnostic is to me, and then I'm like, I don't like all of that. Like
It's just without knowledge. That's what agnostic means.
yeah, but okay. Well, I want to feel at least I'm coming out with some understanding.
No, but I mean like you're not making an assertion. You're not
Yeah.
claiming knowledge to something.
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't make you inferior, but it's the.
It's,
What?
I don't
I'm
think
not
it's
saying without
inferior.
that, like you literally don't have any knowledge.
No, it's literally.
I don't have a lot, man.
He said the claim. The claim. That's the biggest fucking thing. It's like claiming that you believe in this specific thing or claiming that you do not believe in this. You know, within the knowledge, it's like.
Like,
but it
like-
doesn't make you inferior.
Like
or
would you?
anything.
Yeah, like would you?
Which that sounds like because he said without knowledge.
It
that
sounds
makes
like he's making
that
it
fucks with your
inferior.
pride.
I think what we all just
does.
want to
It
get
does.
to
Maybe don't
is-
say that.
I think
That's what it means.
all want to get to is regardless of what you or you believe,
Quit pointing.
just don't be a dick. That's it.
Yeah, and do you know what? Look, I'm gonna.
Mickey.
I'm like,
Make it not a dick.
Yeah, well, look-
He's trying to be financially free.
He's
And
rowdy.
I
he's
can help
rowdy,
you-
born and bred.
I can help you.
yes,
Bart Earnham.
one step at a time. Together, we will get each other into financial freedom.
Dude, I asked you about the class and you never gave me info.
Oh yeah.
Really, you did?
You're invited too.
No,
Ed.
I'm just putting it.
I was like, you never.
Make you see like a,
I would have been on it
make
like
you
right
seem like
away.
a fraud. Wait, sir, I asked you. You told me no. You said the classes were full. Now I have to pay $100 to join.
I would have been on it like real quick. I would have been, oh, really, dude? Well, wow. No, yeah.
I love the idea of you started like charging for that class.
It's $100.
How am I financially free? I'm tied to this class.
Cash.
Cash only.
All right, but
Don't
okay.
lend it.
Okay, look, you were asking.
Cash only transactions, homie.
Look, I'm not going to answer your question. I'll let it sit. But like you were asking, okay, well, what does it hurt if it helps people, whether Jesus was a historical person or not?
Yeah.
And like I always say the same thing towards like when somebody tries to like, you know, question, okay, that's whether truth is possible. Like there's that scene from The Watchmen to where at the end,
The movie or the miniseries?
well, both of them. Well, yeah, no, not the miniseries.
Or the novel, the graphic novel.
Yeah, in the movie they kill like millions of people to
Who's they? You gotta be more specific. Mr. Man.
Osmandius.
In the movie Watchmen, the character Ozymandias drops a nuke on New York City.
It's what's his name?
Yeah, and I
he
think
he does it to unite the world.
yeah, he does it to unite the world and get them out of war.
To save
he killed
the
millions.
population.
Yeah, he frames Dr. Manhattan as the source of the New York exploding, so that then we come together as a country. Sounds kind of like Project Bluebeam.
Exactly. Okay, so that's the question. Okay,
love
so
that
that's the question.
And he was
Wait,
blue.
hold on. No side. Look real quick.
Okay.
All right, so that's the question. It is, you know, they killed millions to save billions. And so at the end of it, everyone says like he's right. Osmandius is right. Like the right thing to do is to keep up the
lie.
The lie. And Rorschach says no. It's based on a lie. I'm not gonna stick by this. I don't care what
Rorschach
happens.
Dude,
Truth.
I legit just
He's
saw this
fucking
scene this week because I was like, I don't know about you. I'm a movie buff. I've always, you know me. I'm a movie buff. So sometimes when I have free time, I just look up like power acting scenes. Like, I just love me a nice power acting scene. So I'm like a few days removed away. I did it just earlier this week where I looked up that Rorschach scene, that last scene he has with Dr. Manhattan, and he's basically telling him like, you're gonna have to kill me, and then there is that there is that understanding of
Exactly.
like,
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm not gonna stop you.
And he does it.
Yeah,
And so that's why you
are
asked
you waiting for?
like you asked that question, and do you know what?
so good.
That's the big question. That's the big question.
Such an underrated movie. You know what? I
love that movie. I've always loved that
I had
movie.
seen in like the comment section people torching it like as like not holding up, and I'm like, maybe I gotta see it again. But like,
You gotta read
I
the
remember when
novel.
we saw it in the theater. How jacked were we about that movie? We like our group loved that movie.
I don't think I watched it with you guys, but
No?
I did
Okay.
enjoy it.
You gotta read it though. Like I
Or maybe
read
I
it.
did. I don't know.
You don't even have to read it because the adaptation is straight from
It was
the book.
good, yeah,
That
yeah.
was like
Shut up.
That
You
was
have
like
to
early
read.
Zack Snyder when like Zack
It's
Snyder
different, you know? It hits
doing
different.
300, doing Watchmen. He was literally just ripping from the page. Like you can pause the movie and it would be a freeze frame from the graphic novel. It is so accurate. Like you can watch those movies with the graphic novel and just in real time just start flipping.
They did a great job.
Yeah.
It's right there. Like everything is it's like right there. It's so great.
Yeah.
I need to go
Jackie
buy it on
O'Haley
Blu-ray.
as Rorschach. Oh my gosh, underrated performance. Also, Patrick Wilson, who later goes on to do all the Insidious movies
On Blu-ray.
does big blockbusters. Just a small like subtle role as the Night Owl, and just like a lot of like the whimsical heart of the movie. To where even like the moment when Rorschach explodes, what punctuates that is his yell, "No!" And it's so fucking gut wrenching. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Good movie. Recommend it, guys. Ed's recommended pick this week.
Dude,
Watchmen.
I always think about the scene with the dogs when Rorschach like goes. And
Oh yeah.
like,
Just take me to jail, man.
it's like nah, dude. Dogs get put down. Like
Yeah.
oh shit.
Dogs get put down.
All right. Well, that was supposed to be a quick bit that we were supposed to go
let's
through.
talk about
Beer.
Beer. Can we go get another drink?
Yeah,
Is
go
that-
for get
is
another
that
drink, and
fine?
I'll start up the next one.
Would you want to bring me a beer?
Or do you know what? I'll save.
I don't
Why
know.
don't you go with me, dude?
Dude, I'll save the next
For
bit
real?
for last because I don't want to risk us getting taken down because I'm gonna put up a video, but I'm gonna put up a video. I know for sure it's allowed on YouTube, but I'm gonna put up a video. It's already on Facebook, so I'm pretty sure we can use it.
You know what you
So,
should do, Mickey? Maybe like a one of those Columbus specials that you did is do like a breakdown of like that first chapter of Zeitgeist. Do it like a play it, pause, like go along and
Fuck this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people. I don't know. Not that many people watch my Christopher Columbus one, so I don't know.
I watched it. It was awesome.
Oh, dude, he's watching it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I went through each voyage. I went through all three
Who's
voyages.
watching it? The guy that's currently
get off
on
of
the
that
on
page.
the.
Get off of
I
there.
watched it, and that's reassuring.
Oh hey,
Are you
JB,
showing,
Dude,
showing,
get off of there.
No,
Are you
I'm-
showing people your Facebook? Right now?
I'm not showing it. The people can't see this.
Limitless
good.
Church.
The
I'm
people,
right
the
there.
people,
Chess.
the people. Oh, JB's there. Oh, look at him.
That's why you were late, you asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
right,
oh,
no.
is JB late too as well?
Yeah.
No,
I
go,
was the only early.
no, go ahead, get your drinks.
Wait,
I'll be-
did this episode start with just you and Alex?
Yeah.
Oh,
Instead of just me. and
that's
Yeah.
cute.
I'm notoriously early.
I was late for band practice.
Dude, let's go get a beer. Hold
Yeah,
my
go.
hand.
Yeah, go get your drinks. Yeah, I'll be here.
Come on, knock at my door.
Sorry for being late for band practice.
It's fine, dude. It's
We'll be back after these messages.
yeah, I'm gonna save this one for last just in case it gets taken down, and that way we don't miss too
That's
much.
fine. That's
Yeah.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, I don't want to miss anything.
Fuck
But yeah.
the system.
But yeah, that was supposed to be a quick.
Dude, it's never quick. It's never easy.
Because I have to cut these down into like little, like less than 10-minute.
There's the things that are not like little fucking small things. And then even
It's because I had to make like the whole thing was just like how I said it was supposed to be a historical. They're making a historical claim, and I'm trying to show both sides, like from the opposite side, and then that gray area, and that's
I was
it.
still, yeah, I guess I was just a little thrown off.
Exactly. That's why like there's
I was thrown off because it's like, okay, they're saying that they're harvest gods, right? So then what exactly does that mean then? You know.
the insinuation is the same insinuation they make in Zeitgeist. All they're
I need
trying
to watch that.
But except this is an actual Egyptologist. This is an actual
Right.
historian. So she's not going to make the same ridiculous statement in Zeitgeist. She's just saying that there are similarities and constant motifs between Jesus and Osiris.
Yeah.
And so, like, because of that common theme, they are both like, harvest gods, whatever. And so the insinuation is that
He had to have had existed.
no, the opposite. They're trying to say it's made up, like
Oh.
to where like, and I think because she's an actual like historian, she's trying to make like a nuance kind of argument to
Still
where,
on this?
if anything, I tried to drop it. JB was the one who asked me for more clarity. Boy, hold on.
Okay, now that your guys are here. we're done.
Yeah, okay, that's it. We'll drop it. No
Well,
more.
one of the things that I did want to say about because I realized that like a lot of your argument also revolves around tackling the parallels between Jesus and Osiris, which
Absolutely not. Just this one video.
you did like there was like plenty of minutes of this episode on the Osiris, the parallels.
That it was just supposed to be because that video was just about Osiris.
Let me continue. So with that being said, like you watch the Zeitgeist movie and then he's like listing them and then it's like this long list.
I know. Yeah. Horus, Mithras, Krishna, all bullshit.
Yeah.
None of it true.
And then like 30, 40 more. It's like, right? He like, he throws, it just starts scrolling.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
she's an actual historian, and that's why she'll only make that claim towards Osiris. Because I've seen it. Osiris, he was torn apart into many different pieces, and there was another god who had to find all the different pieces and put them together. Mm-hmm. And so Osiris is the lord of the underworld. He's like,
damn, that sounds like Jujutsu Kaisen.
like, but that's why. But they're trying to say because at one point he was torn apart and killed.
yeah.
And then he was put back together and lived again. That's a resurrection.
Yeah.
So that's the parallel that she's trying to
See,
make.
but is he the same person?
Was it a res
It's like you take a boat, you take it apart,
Honestly-
put it back together. Is it the same boat?
Later on in the conversation, she does point out that Egyptian gods are very like sexual. They're very sexual based. Like, so yeah, the penis was part of the pieces that they put together. And it has something to do with the history. I don't
Look,
know.
I heard that Osiris was offered two choices: a boat or the mystery box.
He got the boat.
I don't know. It's the mystery box. It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Then get the boat.
Oh man, classic.
Son of a bitch, I'm so pissed off, man. This was supposed to be a short conversation, like a short bit. Like
Then we're done.
You can't control
Then
shit,
we're
Mickey.
done.
Wait,
Stop
what is-
controlling shit. That's his problem. He's got control issues.
This episode, did it start at
Yes.
9:15?
Yes.
It did start at 9:15.
Yeah, you did the first 2 hours of this episode was this religious.
How am I going to clip this up into like a less than 10 minute?
That's for you to worry about.
Damn it.
Why don't you just keep him busy in the like living room, Zella?
Let's move the fuck on.
And that's why, and I briefed Zella before this that this is the main thing because like I have to, I have to clip these videos into parts. So like bits.
I must brief you right now.
So if we do like one bit, it has to be like I have to be able to clip it up. So like
Flip it up.
It's not a bit, it's a segment, sir.
okay, so that's the only thing that I want to.
Sexment.
I thought we were live.
That's the only thing that I want to point out. Like, take notice that when you guys talk, I stop talking.
I don't know what that was. Side hump.
Anyway, let's move the fuck on.
Shibuya Roka.
So that's the point. Like, I just want to make it clear: no side conversations, only one person talk at a time. So if JB cuts me off right now, I'm gonna stop talking.
Damn.
But like,
dude.
yeah,
The rules on us during the podcast.
I was.
What did I say?
I'm sorry, two people came late.
What did I say?
I already told Alex before the podcast.
No traveling, also as well. So if you,
Yeah, JB
if you
tends to
pick up the
talk
ball
over
during
people.
dribbling, you gotta pass it.
No chewing. You must convert to at least Catholicism,
At the least.
or you could be a Protestant. You can be a Protestant.
You could also worship the space pope. The space pope.
Space Pope.
Yeah, the space pope.
All right. Well, I was gonna go to another topic, but I want to save it for last because in case they take the video down, it won't take too much of the podcast time. But I don't know. Did you have anything in mind? If you wanted to do the gummy bears right now, they're in the kitchen.
Oh, dude, I was gonna steal some.
Gummy bears.
You might need to go
Can
back
I have
and-
some gummy bears?
If you want to do those next, I don't know. It's up to you, Ed. What do you have in mind?
I don't even know, man. I'm glad that you invited me on. I had no absolute ideas. Any ideas or segments that you maybe thought of, you can tell us about.
Okay, look. Let me. This is the bit of tour. I expose Edward and I show you the Facebook
yeah.
message of all the bits that he had in mind.
No, this is
And not only my witness,
This is cringe.
Fucking-
This is cringe because some of it is corny as fuck.
and him mentioning to me at lunch earlier, what should we talk about? And him mentioning all the different things.
That's why this list was created in like it was today. As the day was going along, I was trying to think of things that we could do on the podcast. You know, as I was making the list, I finally got to a point where I was all like, is it not just good enough that we're just getting together to talk?
He can never. He has. That's
No.
you also have control issues. You have to have something, just a certain structure. It's just
No,
like,
no,
I'm just here to fucking.
Yeah, I guess
That's what I'm here for.
There does have to be a point to something. You know, it can't-
Nah.
No, No, not really.
Literally, you were just saying that. Can we all just hang out? Like literally, that's it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me.
No.
All right. Yeah, I would. I don't know. I would like to go through the UFC card, but it's tomorrow, so I can't clip it up, unless I clipped it up by tomorrow.
Just blur the faces.
Flip it up, bro.
No,
Dude,
but I mean, like,
put the TV in here and we'll do live reaction of UFC 285.
Oh, you mean the pay per view?
Dang.
Oh.
I don't think any other podcast does that.
They don't have fight companions.
Fight man.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's why it would be too last minute. I don't want to do it last minute and then like I have to like clip it up, really quick by tomorrow. So
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. We can still talk about it, but I just won't be able to release it in time.
No, it's just we're good.
No, fuck that.
I will say that the weigh-in, the face-off, oh my God. I am so freaking hyped
Yeah.
that John Jones
We can replay that, right? At least.
back. My man is back.
With gold chain and everything.
You know what? I will say this, that I don't know if Mickey, you felt the same way, and I don't know if you still feel the same way. I maybe the first 10 years of his career, I really disliked John Jones. I was always rooting for him to lose. Cause he was the legend killer, literally murdered Machida, just murdered everybody, and then he was just wiping people out. And then at a certain point, he got to a point where also the fights weren't crazy entertaining. And
he would just kill people.
And he was just smothering and defeating them. And then the Gustafsson fights came along, and really, I think that saved his career just as much to okay, he can get into wars and win those wars.
Yep.
But it wasn't until after he got popped, after he started taking time off, the DC reign, the Daniel Cormier reign, that I started to sway back to John. And maybe it was you know what it may have been that I think back on it? It was the approach to dismaying his ability to be dominant again was always just on his party behavior. And it almost resonated with me and what I felt like a good chunk of our friends were, especially coming out of high school. And yeah, we did do a lot of partying, and we were kind of the stoner party kids and everything like that. But guess what? Everyone graduated, and everyone did good in as far as grades and everything like that. Everyone had equal opportunity to go and take that to a higher education level. So it was whenever I'd hear a dismissive remark about the group, about there's just a bunch of stoners. I was no, there's so much more. It's we're smart kids. And so I think what happened was that with John getting popped and then the cocaine thing, and then after that, DC just being oh, you have no chance. You're a fucking cokehead.
Didn't he get 2 DWIs?
I think that is
he got into some car crashes or something.
Yeah, he also
He hit a pregnant woman.
I think he smartened up and he got a driver eventually. Okay. I think you made a point on that on one old episode is at a certain level of fame, stop driving cars. Should not
have somebody
So
drive.
now he can fucking
drive for
do
you.
coke and drink for as much as he wants.
That would solve all of his
That's
problems.
financial freedom right there. If I ever heard of
Right?
it.
Did we have that joke a long time ago?
Just wait,
Yeah, brother.
Take my
It was John Jones could do coke the night before fighting, win and defend his belt, but just get a driver. Just get someone to drive you, and he could do all that, and it could be fine.
Do you know what I think it is, dude? Okay, if you were to get a driver, it would solve a lot of his problems. Do you know what I think the best thing that happened to him could
divorce his wife?
Divorce his wife.
I remember Mickey had this point of view, or he had this thing where he was he attributed, and I'll let him go off on this, but he attributed a lot of his erratic behavior, a lot of his destructive behavior to being married to this woman who Mickey had quote was just not quite on par with who he was as a person.
She's ugly. It's not only that, but it's just to where yeah, dude, she's his baby.
Ugly's an ugly word, bro.
Yeah, she's his baby mama. He got married to her just because he was trying to do the right thing. It's obvious, whatever. And so the thing is that just the fact that they're not out there together, it's very hard to get a picture of them together. Like, you could tell they just don't have a good marriage, dude. And so, like, the reason why he's out there partying, most celebrities, they party in their mansion or they party in somebody else's mansion, and they're fine. The reason why he's in trouble is because he has to go out to party. He has to go to the club to party. He has to go here.
He has
Why?
to go out and get fucked up.
Exactly.
Instead of staying at home. being a
Exactly,
father.
because he doesn't want to be around his wife, and his wife doesn't want him messing around in the house.
She's
So
like, keep
he has
that
to go
shit
We're
out.
still talking about Jesus? No, I'm just kidding.
So he has to go
Yes.
Jesus Jones.
Jesus.
out. That's why.
J. Jones.
So like literally, if he just wasn't with his wife, he'd be fine.
Yeah.
He'd like just party at the house. But like he likes to get wild. He likes to do coke. He likes to shoot guns. No wife is gonna let them do that in the house.
Yeah.
But if he was single, he could do all the coke and shoot guns.
He
you know?
might be doing that shit when he was single, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for sure. That I'm not saying he's doing that because he's married. I'm saying that he can't do that in the privacy of his own home.
Admittedly, and the two married men here will probably both agree that there's no way we can do coke and shoot guns at our house.
Exactly.
We did that last Thursday.
No, he didn't. Shoot guns.
Right outside of Mickey's house. We shot a gun and some cocaine.
Oh, dude, did you finally shoot a gun?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the laser tag at Edwards. I was like, wow, how adorable.
Guys, we're gonna get Mickey out there. Mickey has never fired a gun before, so hopefully, you know what? Honestly, man, get a camera out there when we do it. Maybe some nice.
Hell yeah. We'll,
Yeah,
nice
dude.
We'll
content.
do a little step by step. Yeah.
Some nice content for the show.
You firing a gun.
But with that being
be
said,
badass, dude.
I think it had turned around that, and it had turned around the time where Cormier was throwing all that stuff out. And Cormier wasn't like my favorite like champ either, like as far as like his personality during his UFC reign.
Yeah.
I really liked him like post. I think he's regardless. But
I never minded him.
But with that, it made me then turn, and I started rooting for John, because then like everybody was rooting against John, but not because he was even heel, and he was never one to want to be heel either. So the fact that they were forcing heel on him, I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. And then knowing people that we know that do different substances and do different stuff like that, and they're functioning people, I was like, man, don't count him out because he does that. Like, count him out for other things. If you want to. He's lazy. He doesn't train and all that stuff, which DC did do. But ultimately, saying he's a bum because he does drugs, or he's bum because he does that, like that. Like, no. I mean, he's still, at the end of the day, DC, he whooped your ass twice. Okay.
Yeah, why'd you make that face, Alex? What's
Oh, no, I'm just being stupid.
what's your problem, dude?
Futon beds.
So with that being said, and then of course, you got a couple more fights after DC, and it was very obvious that he, like Nunez, just kind of got bored with the division, and we all got bored with that division.
Do you know what turned me on to John Jones? Do you know why I'm so turned on by John Jones?
Oh shit, because he's beefy now.
Yeah, dude, because I was the same way. I was kind of rooting against it. He went up so baby-faced. He was a young, like, Christian and, like, humble. Like, when he got disqualified by Matt Hamill, like, oh, you know, it's all God's plan. You know, it's all right, blah, 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 all this stuff or whatever. He was so baby-faced. And then the day before he was going to fight for the title, the youngest UFC champion in history, he stops an armed robber, like, on foot. Runs after an armed robber and holds him down. And so it makes all these news, this baby face, he's such a good guy, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And later on, like, it totally unravels. And he's like this like crazy, like, party
He's
guy.
a wild boy.
Yeah. And so
He's like, Jesus, man.
so we were on the same page where, like, yeah, I was a huge Machida fan. I was rooting against him until, and here's where, like, Khabib, I cannot stand Khabib. I hate Khabib so damn much.
So it wasn't that you stopped hating John Jones, you found someone to hate more.
You found a new John Jones.
I hate Khabib so much.
That I was willing to not hate others.
To the
John
point
Jones
where, like,
is American, though. At least, like, you know, Khabib's not Russian.
Yeah. So he's annoying and not American.
exactly. No. and Islam. and Muslim. No, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. I'm trying
Just
to
throw away the whole first 2 hours about
and he's,
open religion. all
here
that
we go again. And he's black. No.
stuff. That guy's for about Islam.
Okay, but like people were starting to consider Khabib as the greatest of all time, all this stuff, and like that angered me so much to where I started like really defending John Jones. Like,
No.
John Jones is without a doubt the greatest of all time.
Yeah, because he he defended a handful of times, and then that title got thrown at him pretty fast, right?
Yeah.
Greatest of all time. So, and that was during my time period of like not liking him, always rooting against him out. That was part of it, like greatest of all time. Anderson's still around, motherfucker. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And it's
GSP, like fucking.
but then it does come around to like then Khabib, and then even like maybe your past like 5-6 years, you know, you're a handful of commentators wanting to claim the next person the GOAT of all time, stuff like that. It's like, okay, we're gonna start talking GOAT talk. Let's put like some concrete numbers to it. And it's all like Mickey always made, which is an excellent point, title defenses. That should be important, especially when it's like you want to put John Jones, Khabib, Anderson, GSP, you want to put them all up there. Okay, Khabib starts falling off that list just when you even get to like title defenses.
Yeah.
Or who he had to fight.
No, he defended it 3 times. He won the title against Ally Quinta.
And then defended it twice.
That's
Where then you turn and you have Anderson, who has that record for defending 13 times.
Or actually, no, he did defend it 3 times. He won it against Al, and then he defended Poirier, McGregor, and Katy.
Granted, and then people saying, okay, look at that class of people. That's why we're going to add more to that GOAT. Well, okay, look at that class of people. On any given Saturday, any one of those matchups can go either which way. So it's not like he had...
Oliveira beat both of them. He beat both of them. He just hasn't fought McGregor.
Yeah. So it's not like he had to take on GOATs of his time.
Right.
So I don't know. Even more to the argument of that. But
I think what's the biggest factor, because not only is it title defenses, but time. If you're talking about the greatest of all time, Anderson Silva went 10 years defending his belt. John Jones went if you combine it all, still,
about 10 years.
Yeah, defending his belt. GSP, same thing. Khabib, he defended his belt within 2.5 years. And 3 defenses.
Yeah.
And so you can't be in the picture.
But he is undefeated.
He quit. He quit because his mom told him to. Every MMA fighter's mom wants them to stop fighting. So okay. So
Oh, wait, real quick. Best MMA mom, Mama Woodley.
I follow her on Instagram.
Oh, dude.
She's sweet. Huh?
Oh, dude, when Mama Woodley was consoling, crying
sweet to me.
Kamara
Yeah.
after he beat
She's very motherly.
Tyron.
That was sweet.
What a tearjerker. It was a
was really
tearjerker
sweet,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. No, baby, it's your time. It's your time.
Oh.
But be ready, because you know they coming for you. I loved it. I loved it.
I just love. I forgot who was talking
Perfect
about.
mom
Yeah, she's a real supportive mom. Yeah, but not jumping up in the cage and all stuff. She's really going, over and there's an extent. There's Chris Weidman dad territory.
Yeah.
This is still my boy.
I like Mama Woodley way more than Tyron at any point in his career.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. Yeah. All right. Well, that was all good.
There you go. Real quick, if you want to, okay, yeah. So with that being said, just to wrap it up, very excited about tomorrow. John Jones is back, baby, and he's got a really hard matchup. Man, I've been rattling in my brain whether or not this might be possibly the hardest matchup for him to come back to the heavyweight. Even with considering Francis.
I'm sorry, but he's fighting Cyril Gane, no?
Yeah.
So, okay, we're all talking about John Jones, but nobody's talking about Cyril Gane, though.
That's a good point, JB.
Nobody's talking about that guy.
What do you got?
He might be the new John Jones.
Who?
Essentially.
Okay.
What I've seen from Cyril
Cyril
Gane,
Gane.
Oh.
which was what I've seen from Cyril Gane, which was what is the evolution of the quick on his feet, speedster.
He just hasn't had the test. Here's the test.
Heavyweight.
We got Ngannou and he lost.
What Cyril Gane reminds me of is our current version of what Kane was during Kane's run, which was not the biggest heavyweight, but can outclass,
The quickest
can
one.
out cardio, faster on his
Yeah.
feet, a little bit smaller. Harkens back to maybe even a Fedor and how those type of fighters in the heavyweight division can dominate because they can gas out them big beefy dudes that carry too much muscle.
Cyril Gane's a big heavyweight, dude. he's the same size as John. He's like 250
He's
something.
got the
he weighed
speed,
in.
but he's
or
got
247,
he's got the
like
power,
240.
But you say he's light on his feet. He's a nimble guy. It's not like it's
No, he's absolutely light on his feet. Yeah, I think that's his big. Drop a bunch of beer on
Oh.
Dude, don't trust any point this guy has.
There's beer in my.
He's had 2 beers
You
and he's
dropped-
dropping beer.
You
Live,
dropped,
laugh, love.
you dropped so much that like it came off. Like
Oh,
when you,
sorry. I moved my.
This guy has no fucking point that should be credible.
My gooch is soaking in beer right
Cyril God's gonna lose.
now. Right. So point being, Cyril Gunn loses. No, I'm actually.
I will say this about God. Spills beer.
I am worried about John because this is a really hard matchup. I think it's just as hard of a matchup as like if he would have taken on Francis. Because I don't see.
He's boxing, right?
I just don't see. I see if like
Who?
he fights Francis,
Francis.
I don't see John even putting himself at risk of taking a big fucking hit. He's always been so IQ smart to not even allow that moment for those type of fighters.
Right.
Like when we fought Rumble, you know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna create even the slightest moment where that person can do that.
Wait, who?
Rumble?
No, but who? You
John
talking-
Jones?
John Jones didn't fight Rumble.
They never fought?
No.
I think of DC. I'm thinking of when DC fought Rumble.
DC. And DC did get hit by Rumble.
That completely destroys my argument. My point being is that I don't think John Jones would put himself in the pocket.
Everybody's
So I think,
like, here we go.
I think with
John fucking Jones.
right.
Bonesaw.
We'll see. I do heavily seeing it that if he feels that he can put his body and his pressure on Serial early, then I think he just wrestles Serial.
God, he just looks way bigger than Cyril.
Jesus Christ.
shit.
He looks fucking
He looks
scary.
way fucking bigger. Look at him.
Look at them next to each other, dude.
Oh,
Look at that
yeah,
beer.
Look at his
there we go.
belly,
Look at that
dude.
beer belly.
His gut.
There were still abs when he flexed, though.
Yeah.
That's like that Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, he has those Chuck Liddell abs.
Jesus.
You're also happy. Yeah, but
Fuck, Serial's huge.
dude,
He is, but John Jones is like bigger, dude.
That's what-
like,
I forgot how tall he
holy
was.
moly.
that's why I think people are actually
Oh,
underestimating.
there, dude, Mickey, there's my girl, dude.
But I think John Jones.
Oh, yeah.
I really
There's my
do
girl.
think John
There she
Jones
is.
puts him on the cage
Brooklyn.
and wrestle grinds him, and I think that's how the match kind of goes for the most part.
Damn, she's so sexy.
pretty.
Damn, that's hot.
So pretty.
Guys, the fighters, the men,
Yeah.
No, look at-
no,
pay
but
attention.
Sorry.
yeah, no, I actually
Zella's like, go.
I actually think that Cyril has more of a chance than people think. I don't think people are giving him.
Yeah, he's
enough-
got a chance.
John
man.
Jones he hasn't really been able to take people down recently.
been sitting on the couch.
Thiago Santos, Dominic Reyes, and it's a lot harder when their legs are bigger.
Yeah.
And he's had the hardest time against guys that are just willing to hit and move. Little
Right.
hit, move.
Yeah.
little
Kick,
hit, move.
punch, like
Yeah.
fucking create space.
It's
like,
tough.
Yeah.
It's tough stuff.
Against,
Are you getting
especially
another
with a big ass fucking
Yeah, if
dude.
you can remember,
like,
please.
A heavy ass dude, that's like throwing kicks and shit. Like,
It's tough.
I don't know. We'll see though.
Honestly,
Yeah.
when I sent you the preview and then I looked at the card,
Yeah.
which we could get into like some of the other fights on there that seem really interesting, some of those matchups. From the top down, we don't have to spend a lot of time. Shevchenko is going to annihilate Grasso.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her last fight was close, but I don't think Grasso is on that level.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there are far other women in that division that give Shevchenko some challenge, but it's
Yeah.
not Grasso.
Yeah. Looks like business as usual with Shevchenko.
But hey, we fucking did not give Julia Pena any fucking percentage of a chance.
I did. I always liked Julia Pena. I always thought that she was a dog in any fight.
She's cool. Yeah.
I always had respect for her. I thought that like somebody like Julia Pena could, like be the black horse.
What I will give
The dark horse,
What
the
I will
dark
give
horse.
thanks to Julia Pena is that in a retrospect look back is that if in maybe 5-6 years and Amanda keeps dominating, finally retires,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be nice that Julia Pena was the reinvigoration, the spark for the second half of Amanda Nunes' career.
Yeah, no, pretty much. Without
Pretty
her, really,
much,
there's
yeah.
no
From
interest. in
fight 1 to fight 2.
Like Joker and
Huge
Batman.
difference on even just her whole aura being in that ring.
Yep,
She was
that's
ready.
for sure.
She was ready to get back in there.
Yep, that's for sure.
God, take that screen off, dude. She's staring at Jones.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah.
what's her name again? I forgot.
JB's getting mad.
Brooklyn.
I forgot what her name. Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
All right, hold on. Oh shit! I closed it. Hold on, let me restore that. No, all right, that wasn't the. All right.
Cody's on the undercard. Really hoping he doesn't get slapped. Oh, please,
Yeah.
Cody, no.
Like another quick.
He's
dude,
already
right?
gotten slept enough.
No, I know.
That's pretty messed up. Send Sam a video link if he wants to video chat. If you want to video chat,
Oh, Sam coming in?
he wants to call in, but
Oh, nice. What do you want to?
but he hasn't called in yet, so I don't know if he wants to video chat. I
He's just
sent him.
talking.
Yeah, he's just talking out of his ass, dude.
Oh, damn, dude. No, dude, I love Sam.
Oh, he's a liar.
Have you had Sam like physically on the
Yeah.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's been in the seat. Yeah.
Oh, nice, nice.
Once, right?
Yeah,
need to
once,
put,
yeah.
We need to put him on again.
You should put him and Hector on. That'd be fun.
Dude, I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's
It's
awesome.
an alright idea. It's not.
I just think that like
That's a good idea.
visually, that's pretty.
Oh yeah, twins.
That's fun.
You should have then another set of twins. If JB doesn't mind sitting out, then you have like
On there.
4 twins.
That's not possible. That's
Oh wait, yeah.
There's only 3
Right.
seats
Oh, yeah.
available.
You'd have to not be on the show as well.
Yeah. You gotta be okay with that.
Yeah, the both of you. Let the twins take over.
what the hell. All right, next topic. What was your next topic, Edward?
Hot topic.
I only
What's
had
up with those fucking gummy bears?
I only had 2 that I wanted to go through. Ed, get the gummy bears. We'll do the gummy bears next.
Oh, do you want to do that next? No, we can keep talking.
About what?
I don't know.
We're on a podcast. We don't know what to talk about.
No. You had some other ideas in that list that you sent to yourself.
No. I only had one more, but I didn't want to. I don't want to do it till the end because I'm
Okay.
going to play a video and I don't want it to get taken down.
Copyright reasons.
Last time we did this damn video, we went hours with Michael and Jerry, and it was taken down. Nobody saw it live because of the copyright stuff. And this one, I'm pretty sure we won't get taken down, but I just don't want to risk
Just
it.
in case.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn all the crap that they take you down for. Even on TikTok too, there's certain things that they just
Damn,
Whatever.
damn you, censors.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You're not my father.
Said it was the 4th kind, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you what's up with JB right now? What's going on in JB's world?
What about me?
Never mind. Let's go.
Oh, you got.
I did the MMA
Oh, nice.
class
We got
today.
the gummy bears. Did you bring the other stuff?
What is that?
The,
Mouse traps?
yeah,
That was a part of it?
that's part of it.
Wait, but not the ant traps though. Just the mouse traps.
Shit.
Not the ant traps. Just the mouse,
What the
mouse
fuck
traps.
is he gonna do?
Mickey came up with a wicked idea.
Yeah. Do you guys want to hear my idea?
No, not yet. We'll wait till the mouse traps.
It's
come
probably not even good.
Wasn't my idea, you asshole.
back. I will say this: Ant-Man 3 was a fun movie, and if you're tired of the Marvel stuff, if you're all burnt out, feel free to tune away.
That's not what we need.
But if you're 30 movies into this MCU, you're still willing to have a fun time. I thought Ant-Man 3 was fun.
All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take turns guessing the flavor of the gummy bear. If you get it wrong, you have to put your tongue in the mousetrap.
Oh,
You're bullshitting.
No, not.
Is this what your God does?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Why?
Let me unmute you. Let me unmute you while you talk down to my religion.
I'm not talking down.
that's me in the corner.
Whose idea was this?
Well, I made up the tongue part, but it was
Mickey's
Edward's
sick
idea.
idea.
What's up with this? What, really?
Yeah. Hey, pass me the mousetraps. Hand them to JB.
I wanted to look
Pass them
up
me.
old PS1, PS2 game trailers,
No.
but you went with this.
It's because Edward.
PS1, PS2 games.
Look, Edward put just some ideas. Now that I'm looking out of the list, it's kind of corny.
It is pretty.
And so, like, I don't want to say anything, and then Edward's like, "Oh, that was one of the corny ones." That was
I thought you were gonna put the list. I was down for you to just expose my list,
All right, let me expose Edward's list.
peel back the curtain, or unless you don't like peeling back curtains.
No, I hate curtains, dude. All right, hold on. How do I get to like just open Messenger? Yeah, okay. All right, there you go. But then that's fine. All right.
Black light pants check.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna put up
I fucked up. I didn't bring the black light.
Unreleased song previews. That's cool.
Yeah.
Punk music then versus now.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain punk music then versus now. I am going to a No Effects show coming out in April. And so with that, I've been kind of listening to a lot of that punk music
Yeah.
This is punk music we grew up on, that we middle school through high school, and even past that and stuff like that. I still listen to punk music regardless. But I had the idea of like listening to some of the songs, and then sometimes some of like the lyrics and just some of like the themes are like very like, okay, that was cool for like a angsty teen version of me. So I could see why like I was really like fucking sold into it. So the then versus now was me wanting to have a conversation of like, okay, well let's kind of dissect some of that punk music that we were into. Does it still hold up? Does some of that Blink still hold up? Some of that No Effects still hold up? Like, or was it just angsty teens? You know?
No, it still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue that a lot of it's still like angsty teeny. Like, and then the funny thing is like it's like grown men bands that are doing angsty teeny music. So it's kind of like, I guess my whole point of like the talk would have been like, it's kind of recognizing some of the cheesiness of like what that was, and kind of like it was very much selling itself to us at that time.
I think the only thing I will say is that when I was listening to punk when I was younger, it wasn't Blink or that stuff. I was into like Dead Kennedys and Casualties, which was like I felt like it was more thrash, and it was just a little more like the message wasn't like teen angsty. It was more like rebellion against the system. Like it was kind of that, and I felt like that's my version of punk. So,
Yeah.
And that holds up to me because I can still fucking like, damn, dude, that's still like fuck oppression, like that type of shit. And I still like see eye to eye with that.
Yeah.
'Cause I never really listened to Blink and all that stuff or anything.
Dude, do you know how to do this shit? I don't know what I'm trying to figure.
You don't
this
know how
out.
to use a mouse.
I've
trap, then
never-
You probably shouldn't.
Well, here you go. Do you know how to do it?
I
Or
think
what?
there was like the instructions.
It's like verbal instructions. It's just, or not verbal, but it's just like no pictures or anything. Plays bait underhook on bait pedal. Okay, underhook on bait pedal. This is the bait pedal, right? Is it?
All I know is you should know that thing needs to be brought back, and then somehow it needs to hold down.
Okay, hold on. Let me look it up. How to set a mousetrap. There you go. It was one of the first results.
I
Let me
mean,
try
JB's
this
got
thing.
it.
JB got it?
He's working.
Did you
on
get it, JB?
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I think you got. And then you'll
You got
just
it?
slide that pole into like.
I might smash my fingers, so. Fuck yourself up.
There seems to be a lot of tension behind it.
That's the whole point. Is to fucking.
But I don't know, like, what do I do with the stick? Fuck, dude, there's a lot of tension behind it. I'm kind of uncomfortable. And how does this cause the thing to...
All right, so the good thing is that we did pick out a pack that only has 5 flavors, so that we don't
Oh, is it the other way?
have a little bit of a
Oh,
better
do you know
shot
what? I
at
think
trying
I
to get
know.
this right.
Oh, no, I did it wrong. Okay. Hey, here, you guys figure it out. Here.
All right, toss one
Get-
this way.
All right, Alex, you next. Let's try to figure this. This segment is called us figuring out how to set a mousetrap.
Dude, I bet mine.
This is hard. Freaking guys making it look so easy. Okay, you held it back.
Right?
This is not only this is terrible visually, but this is also mostly terribly audio. Us working on this shit.
How do I do this, man?
Oh, okay. Hold on. I got it, guys. I got it. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. Bring your long pole out, and then you're gonna bring back your little hatch thing
Okay.
to where your pole's on top of it. So then now you can lay your shit down.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Oh! Fuck! Ouch. You can lay it on like this part.
Yeah.
It's very minimal. Jesus Christ, it's so sensitive. I got it.
Okay.
What did you do with the bring it to me? I want to see it.
Dude, you're ordering us around like you're fucking sermons.
I'm trying to see. I want to see it, dude.
What are you, Jesus Christ?
Yeah, what direction do you in? Because I keep freaking snapping myself.
Bring up the historical Jesus, and they all lose their mind.
Careful now.
It's scary. I don't even want to grab it. This is the.
Where did you place it on? Where does the pole go?
Yeah. What do you? Oh, dude. What? Oh, this is very sensitive. All right, here you go.
Look, just right there. That's it. Oh, careful. Look, let go of it.
That's why it hit me earlier.
All right, look.
That's right there.
All right, look, JB. This is how sensitive it is. Ah, crap! I missed it.
You bitch, you were trying to show me. Yeah, this one is not as on point as yours.
Damn it, dude! I had the cameras on you guys tonight.
Dude, stop. I'm not gonna do this. I'm just trying to set it up.
Oh, dude, this is very this is scary, dude. I don't feel comfortable. Dude, this is really scary. All right, JB, you're first. Put your tongue in there.
Oh,
What the hell's your problem, dude? Okay, I figured it out now.
I don't want to do tongue. I'll do. My original idea was just the hand,
All right,
like fingers, like fingertips hurt. Like that's a sting that's fucking gotch.
all right, let's go. I'll go last.
Okay, if we have them set up, where do we put them?
Just put them down.
Like on the table?
Yeah.
Can you put the trap on the table?
No,
It's
just
set.
put it on the chair next to you guys. I think you're.
My thumb's already fucked.
All right.
Look, I thought this would have been. I thought this was like a funnier visual if like we included a blindfold
Yeah.
on whoever's taste testing, and then we feed them the gummy bear. They have their hand out so that if they guess wrong, they won't even know. We'll set the trap off on their finger.
Oh, that'll be great. That's a good idea.
That's a little
actually.
bit more where you're not anticipating it, and it's yeah.
And are the flavors on here?
Wait, on the microphone, Alex.
The flavors are here. There's only 5 flavors.
I don't even know the flavors.
Yeah, what the fuck? What are the flavors?
Look, we'll tell you guys the
They all
flavors when
taste
we.
the same to me.
All right, Ed, you go first.
I need to be blindfolded.
Oh wait, hold on. I think.
Just cover your eyes. Cover his eyes.
No, I think I have something. Hold on.
I haven't eaten anything.
You have
all
another
day.
book that can cover his eyes?
All right, so let's clear it up so we all understand what flavors there are: strawberry, orange, pineapple,
I'll be back. Hold on.
lemon, and raspberry.
Strawberry,
Oh
orange,
my
pineapple, lemon, and
God.
raspberry.
What?
Strawberry, orange, pineapple, lemon, and raspberry.
All right. He's gone. Jeez, you
I
guys
know, man,
literally
it's good.
wasted 2 hours on religion.
Yeah.
That's
Again.
like going to church.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just joking, Mickey. All right, cool. What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to hey JV, welcome to the Vega Bros
Yeah. Here we
the
go.
Couch podcast.
Vega Bros freestyle.
Yo.
Yow.
Religion, I don't really care what I'm missing.
Ooh.
It's Vic and Vincent.
Uh-huh.
And you the princess.
Ooh.
We about to save you.
Uh-huh.
We about to rape you. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, we just killing.
Ooh.
Like some villains.
Yeah.
Like we krillin. Destructo discs out the wrist with your bitch ass.
Ooh.
Don't give a fuck. Yeah, you give me all that. Big ass.
Oh, well, dang, goddamn.
Quick
Those-
stabs
Oh.
at your stomach. I don't spit, I vomit.
Okay.
Pass it to my accomplice.
Oh, damn. Yo, we sitting here about to stick the fingers in a mouse trap. I stick my fingers in a blouse fast.
Oh.
I ask her to bounce that. Make sure the ounce fat.
Oh.
That's it. Hey, Mickey.
All right.
Great.
All right. I have this tie, or I have these hand wraps. But these hand wraps are very long.
Don't
and
use
they're
the
very
hand
thin.
wrap.
Whatever doesn't smell.
No, they're both new.
Use the tie.
They're both new. What do you think will work out better?
Tie.
The tie? We'll do the tie.
All right.
Don't use the hand wraps.
All right, go for it. The hand wraps smell better than the tie. The tie smells great, but it's just not as much of a thing.
Okay. All right. Here he goes.
Why are we doing this?
JB,
for views.
shut up.
Is there anybody even watching?
I literally have topics on there that we can just talk.
Bitch, put the towel in your face.
Okay.
Alright.
Can I just have one to like eat?
Yeah, you'll be like
That's
training.
cheating.
No, that's fine. He's training. Do you want one, JB? Give him one.
Nah, dude, I'm gonna wait.
I'm not gonna look at it.
You're better off cleansing your palate. If anything, you're working against yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna do like just like a one tie and then there. I really can't see anything, so I can get the mic back.
You're right there. You're good.
Well,
You're
look
right
at him
there.
pretend he can't find the mic.
Right
Give
here.
him the gummy
Okay.
bear, or he's gonna choose.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I guess for like the best version of a visual. How's the visual look? Is
You're
it
good.
fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
So-
know. Maybe sit a little bit more towards your left.
Is the mousetrap
Yeah,
visible?
there you go. Bring the mic towards
No.
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 Where do I put the mousetrap?
you. Don't no. Look, he has
This
his hand
way.
out.
Yeah.
If he gets it wrong, put it where his hand is.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, pick it up close to his hand, just so we know it's there. All right. Don't don't let him hit it yet.
I know. If anything, it's on my hand. Fuck. Okay.
Or yeah, grab it from the other side so that it'll.
Okay.
Is
and
that
then,
the best way?
And then I still can't see. Place a gummy bear in my hand so that the audience knows which gummy
How
bear
do
it
we
is.
know what flavors what?
Wait, bitch. I'm not looking at it.
I just listed the flavors.
Look, tell him the flavor. Okay, look.
Okay, the flavors are...
One more time.
Show the
list the
camera.
flavors. Yeah.
All right, state the flavors first, and then show the camera the flavor.
All right, the flavors are orange, pineapple, lemon, strawberry, and raspberry. Okay.
Landmines.
Jesus sucks.
So here comes the gummy bear.
All right, put it in your mouth. Hurry up! Don't look at it. He's
okay.
looking at it. All right, there you go. Have any hit or what? Are you getting anything out of this?
Man, the Haribros kind of take a little bit. Oh,
The Haribo.
getting strong.
This motherfucking gummy bear connoisseur over here.
He added a second R in there. It's Haribo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm ready to make my guess.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, think about it. Are you positive?
No, I'm not positive. Hold
Okay. All right.
on. Hold on.
Oh, a little bit more. Whatever it is, it's juicy.
Oh, I just swallowed it all.
What is it?
Oh damn.
It's raspberry. Oh, was it right?
All right.
That is
you're
so
right.
fair. He eats too many gummy bears. Damn it.
I am a gummy bear connoisseur. I was nervous.
I didn't think he'd get
Me
it.
neither. What the fuck?
I thought there was zero
I
chance.
was scared, dude.
Am I next?
Yeah, you're next. You're next. Tell me, bitch.
Dude, I thought there was zero chance, dude. I suck at guessing. Damn
Oh
it.
my god.
We'll get to you, Mickey.
No, the big part, Alex, the big part. You can't see under, right?
The fat part.
Can you see under?
No.
You can remove the headphones. It's fine.
I will not remove the headphones.
All right. All right.
Just because God tells me to.
Oh my gosh.
Where is your God now?
You bring up religion once, just like, oh, we're gonna go through a quick bit. Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking
2
shit,
hours
dude.
later.
Okay.
It was like, oh, okay.
You can stick your hand out for the gummy bear first.
All right. State the flavors one more time, Edward, and then show us the flavor before putting it in his hand.
Okay. The flavors are orange, strawberry, raspberry, lemon, pineapple.
Schnozberry.
Which one's that one?
Wait, don't.
Strawberry, lemon, raspberry, pineapple.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah, don't look. Did he say raspberry? He forgot about raspberry. Wait, before you answer, Edward, let me see the bag.
I said them all.
No, but we want to see it. Give it to
currently
JB.
holding the trap.
All right, give it to JB. He's not going to answer yet. Don't say anything, JB.
All right.
Don't answer yet, Alex. Let me see it.
Fuck, dude, that's hard as fuck.
All right.
Where's the mousetrap?
All right, just keep your hand as stiff as you can, all right?
Okay.
This is gonna hurt.
That's why I was holding Eddie's hand so that when it goes fucking clamps, it's there. It's not just. Oh. All right, I guess it.
Yeah, I guess it.
I'm gonna fuck up. Lemon.
Hey, you're dumb ass. What the hell is your problem?
Oh, what was it?
It was strawberry.
Oh,
You were far off.
That wasn't even close.
I have COVID.
Yes, Coleman.
Oh,
what a
man.
loser.
Oh, shit.
Oh
That
my.
fucking scared me.
I keep putting the wrong
Dude,
sound
that shit
effect.
fucking hurt.
Oh,
dude.
shit.
That's
Sorry.
the second time I get hit.
Oh, man.
Oh, that sucks. Dude.
That was fun.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, I was wondering why you took off your glasses. I just realized. Okay. I was like, wow, this is getting intense.
Shut up, Mickey.
Took off his glasses to just take it
Take
in.
off my glasses.
Yeah, just because.
All right, you guys are going to do each other's.
Yeah, I got you. I got
traps
you.
and
No
stuff.
worries.
Okay.
Or do
Yeah.
you know what? Actually,
Do you have 2 traps there? What?
no, yeah, I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
All right, and by the way, for our winners, so far, Zella, you're in the loser bracket. For our winners that pass through, we do have a bonus round to pass as well.
Ooh.
So I want to lose.
No. Dude, you're going to get hit once.
That's why.
You're not understanding the. No, that's why the winners don't get hit at all. You're not understanding.
I'm by winning.
Winning.
I don't
All right.
know how they did it. Hold on.
I was originally going to put it on the side of your finger, but I thought it would hurt more if I tried to clamp it on your nails.
Oh no, yeah, that was perfect. That fucked me up regardless.
All right, I
I was
think,
trying to make it hurt
I think
more.
what are you doing?
What?
Hurry up, put it on. I think what we're
So
gonna do is like I'll just direct your hand where to be, and if you get it wrong, I'm gonna hit the outside of your hand down so that it goes.
Oh,
on
you're
the
doing
track.
it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got him. Oh my goodness.
It's a mouse trap.
JB, hurry up! You're taking too long.
It's a zany action, a summer contraption, the banana bappin mouse trap.
All right,
Remember that one?
hurry up, JB.
All right, got it.
Yeah, if I can remember a jingle from my childhood, it really did.
All right,
It really did the
you
job.
can't see, right?
Yeah, I can't see.
All right, hurry up, eat it. Really quick, hurry up, eat it.
Wait, you didn't state the flavors. All right.
No, hurry up. Either way,
Change
yeah,
the
put-
flavors.
He knows
Hey,
what they are.
You can't look. He's doing that so he
I'm
can
not
see
looking.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me your hand.
Outside of his fucking
I
blindfolded.
can't see.
it. JB, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Look, let it stiffen out. All right, keep it there.
Did you even show the camera what flavor it was?
Oh yeah, hold on. Look, this is the flavor. It was. Damn, I screwed up. Don't look, JB.
It's mousetrap.
All right, look.
They all taste the same, dude.
Look, hold on. Look, keep your hand
Yeah,
stiff.
that's why I did like that you brought Harip, bro, because
Yeah.
they all kind of melt a little bit.
Those are the only. Okay, keep your hand
They are-
stiff.
they're-
Like straighten your hands.
Solid
Right there?
bears though.
Look, okay.
Was that orange?
All right, stop. The what?
Orange?
Fuck, that hit me, man.
Did you absorb most of the impact?
He seemed fine, dude.
Yeah, what the heck?
didn't hurt at all.
It hit me and then it like slid onto his head.
No. All right, hey, casualty of war.
You get backfired on you,
Is that orange?
Yeah.
Is that orange? No, it wasn't orange, you
not
asshole.
orange, it was strawberry.
It was raspberry.
Oh, it was raspberry.
Raspberry?
Yeah.
All right, Mickey's turn.
Dude, see, like,
So far, I'm the only one moving on to the bonus round.
It's.
if I hit yours, I'll hit my hand.
I
too.
suck at tasting things. Dude. Is this? Oh, it's already
That one's
set up.
yeah,
right?
that one's set up.
Here.
If you're gonna force his hand down, do
What
it
does
in a way
orange
that's
taste like?
not gonna clip you.
I know. You should have done that.
Let me see. Okay, hold on. All right.
You should have, like, moved my hand from, why did you move my hand from here?
Also, did the camera
I
catch
fucked
it
up,
off?
JB. Okay, damn.
Did the
Right
camera
here.
catch it off the table? The reason I was doing it in the air so that the
Oh,
camera.
so it could cap. No, you're right, dude. All right, JB, just make
It
sure.
probably did.
Make sure everything was on camera, okay?
yeah, make it as much a visual thing.
I was trying to do it
This
as
is
like
all visual for the most part.
I was trying to do it like as efficient as possible, like to where like it will, and I didn't even get that done either. So I really.
All right, you
screwed up.
ready?
Your decisions
Yeah, the mousetrap isn't anywhere. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, hold on. Where's my drink?
To the left.
My drink's to the left?
Wait.
No, to the right.
Wait.
Oh no, keep going.
All right,
Oh, there it is. I wanted you to grab the trap.
Badass.
All right.
All right. I'm
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Stick your hand out.
Okay.
All right.
Show the audience the color first.
Is it orange? Stupid.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
was
You're not-
raspberry.
You're not gonna get this one.
It was raspberry.
You see
idiot.
it, right? Everybody sees it. You can't really see it.
We
though.
see it.
But you see it, right?
I see it.
Do I read them out again?
Mickey, where's the live feed so we can see if people are commenting?
Oh shit.
Orange,
Wait, hold
pineapple,
on.
Do after this.
What am I gonna do?
lemon, strawberry, and raspberry. So, here we go. You ready, Mickey?
Yeah, give it to me.
Feed him.
Oh, you want me to feed it to you?
Feed it to him.
My fingers aren't clean.
Oh, what the fuck,
I warned
queer.
him.
All right.
I warned him.
dude? Why'd you suck his finger for a second?
Dude,
He doesn't know.
dude, I think I know what this is, dude.
Oh.
I suck at like tasting things, but there's like one flavor that I really like.
He saw it through his eyes.
I
could see
swear, dude, there's one flavor that I really like. I could be wrong. It's clear. Is it? Ah, fuck.
it. What does that
No,
mean?
do you know what? It's pineapple.
Yeah. He,
You got it right. You got it right.
Dude, there's only one flavor I really like out of the
you
gummy
saw
bears.
it. You said
I
it was
swear,
clear,
dude.
He said it was clear.
I was
Pineapple's the only one that's clear.
Exactly,
How do you know that?
because it's pineapple, dude.
How do you
No,
know
it is
that?
a pretty distinct taste.
No, it's because whatever. I'm not lying. I swear,
Okay. So now me and Mickey will play the bonus round.
dude. Like literally, let me just point this
That's
out.
crazy. Y'all did win.
Let me point this out. I suck at tasting things, dude.
Okay.
But like
This is where it's really going to test us.
out of the gummy bears, this is the only one I could have identified because I really like pineapple.
All right. So bonus round, and this is really to see who's going to win between me and Mickey on this mousetrap gummy bear off. All right. So we're going to get blindfolded again. We're going to do the same thing, but this time around, whoever is presenting the gummy bears to us, we're going to do this. We're going to split gummy bears in half. We are going to feed our contestant 2 different flavors, and they will have to recognize what both flavors in their mouth are.
That's impossible.
Edward, that's impossible. Why don't we just guess one?
No, that's not impossible. It makes it harder. You can.
But what if we both get it wrong? Then
No.
there's
Then
no
we both
winner.
get mousetrap.
We'll give you-
dog.
But
No.
that kills the whole point of the
if
game.
anything, we'll do 2. It doesn't even have to be half gummy bears. We'll give you 2 whole gummy bears. Boom. Eat the first one.
Yeah, why does it have to be half queer?
I figure that if they both went in your mouth at the same time, it would create a little bit more of a challenge.
I just realized I'm saying all of these like anti-homosexual epithet. I don't mean any. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, you just call me a.
Yeah, I don't mean any of this stuff. I'm sorry. I
You
take
just
it
call
back.
me a. Beep.
You keep saying that the whole time.
Yeah, I know. I've been saying stuff like that. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Even with the Jesus talk, you were saying all this like.
Yeah,
stuff.
you just call me a.
really
Beep.
during the
Yes.
Jesus talk, I called people.
You probably did, yeah.
Like homosexual.
You talked about blacks.
Oh, but I was kidding. Oh, that was a joke. Whatever. All right. No, that was Khabib, but I was kidding.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Why are you eating the gummy bears? We're
Because
supposed to
they're
finish.
fucking
We're
good,
supposed to
dude.
finish this
I'm trying
round.
to see if I
You
can.
already did it?
All right, should we
Yeah.
do 2? I got it right.
You got it right?
There was only one I could have possibly in the microphone, Alex. Or Zella, what are you doing?
There's
And
a-
this is the time that Sam calls.
Oh, nice.
Hey, can I have a gummy bear?
Here,
Yeah,
bro.
you can have a gummy bear. Yeah.
All right, let's see what Sam has to say while we eat some.
They're
gummy.
really good.
Don't eat all the gummy bears because we still got one more round. Me and Mickey won, so we're trying to get
Yeah.
the final winner.
Well, we got Sam on the line.
Mickey, there's no take back.
Hey, Mickey, there's no take back. It's me, Sam.
Mickey, there's no take backs.
Oh, hey, dude, I sent you that video link. Did you end up using it? I never checked.
Well, using what?
Okay, never mind. I take it back. All right, I'm
One of
sorry.
the coolest guys I know.
Hey, why'd you take so long to call?
Hey, Sam.
He's got things to do, man. He's busy as shit.
He was the one who reached out to me.
Okay, like maybe he's just chilling at home, like he's freaking. He has to take a shit and shit.
Hey,
you
Sam.
know?
How's everyone doing?
Nah, I was over at my buddy's house drinking and playing some games. But Mickey, there's no take backs, bro. If you're racist
Damn.
in your racist heart, you know you're fucked up, dude.
What's the problem?
Everybody knows that.
What's the problem?
Everybody knows it.
Yeah. So why are you guys talking about race?
What are you talking about? What are you listening to, Sam? We're absolutely not talking about race.
You were saying something about like you can't take it back, being like sexist or homophobic or something.
I was saying homophobic slurs, but I took it back. I'm sorry.
That's a good gummy bear.
You can't, man.
Yeah,
You
I was just saying it out of like I don't know,
It's out
instinct.
there.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Sam, do you think Jesus was a real person?
I know a guy named Jesus.
Me too.
He's on the show.
He's on the podcast.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
In fact, we call him Jesus the God Killer.
You
Were
guys,
you guys talking about Jesus?
you guys ate all the greens. Now that's not even an option anymore.
Yeah, kind of not really. I don't know. It was supposed to be a short bit or like segment that we were supposed to go through, but there was a lot of stuff that I had to.
Jesus. I think he was real, but I don't think he did all that stuff.
All right, fair enough.
Like turn
That's
water.
my hot take.
You don't think he turned water
I
into
don't think he did all
wine?
that stuff. I don't think he walked on water.
That's a fair assessment.
Sam's wrong.
I will say some of the
Hold on,
scholars,
guys. I'm pulling up that stripes real quick.
some of the scholars that do attribute a lot of like those old tales that seem like far out, like with creatures and all that shit, for them to like then the research to show like, okay, during that time in that area, there was a pretty huge usage of like psychedelics, like hallucinogens.
I don't even.
Okay.
About that.
This is Joe Rogan stuff.
Well, I'm just saying like
You're talking about like the Odyssey though. Like
I'm just saying where we can take some of those fantastical things that are talked about in history and maybe attribute it to like people were maybe just tripping.
yeah.
People weren't stupid. You know what I mean? They knew, like,
You're
they knew
saying people
okay,
aren't stupid.
They knew just as much. They knew just
We have
as
enough
much
evidence
as
to show you people are stupid.
they
Yeah.
knew just as much as you knew that, like, oh, I'm taking this substance, it makes me trip out. You don't think you're actually.
Can I
like,
get some
okay,
marble
You
okay,
light?
think
only-
everybody tripping sees the
I
same
know, but
thing
only
though?
because
Yeah.
we are born into this like drug culture of like what a drug is and what it means. So we're easily able to be like, that was the drug. But if you're all the way back there in history where none of those fucking rules are there, like who's to say that you're taking a substance and then you're believing the truth as it is, as it's coming to you?
I think it's the opposite, dude. I think if you're in a society to where like
The little
you're-
yellow one.
like to where there's not such a stigma around like putting different chemicals
like
or
that
whatever
picture.
in your body, that like people are more.
Sam ordering?
He says stripes.
Can I interject real quick?
Yes.
No, finish your order, Sam, before you.
I just want to say that Mickey, you're homophobic. No, I think that psychedelic one is pretty cool. It sounds cool.
Oh, okay.
But I think more than that, I think, Mickey, your podcast, when you had those religious people on, I don't know what
Hebrew
their names
Bible
were.
Insights. They're not religious. They're
Yeah, like,
ancient
y'all
Near
talked
Eastern
about
and
how a lot of
hermeneutic
stuff
scholars.
gets lost in translation. Like,
That's not what we were talking
someone
about at all.
literally like even more like real or more feasible than psychedelics is that literally someone just didn't have the tools to translate. Like they made a mistake and that completely changes or alters like the verse in the Bible.
Sam's, that's the
And
opposite of what we were talking
and
about.
even more so than that, I think he had mentioned, one of the guys you had on had mentioned like even expressions. Like there's expressions that existed back in the day that like we might take literally. Like now, like right now, like we have this expression that goes like, "Oh, you're on fire," which means like, "Oh, you're on a roll," like you're doing something good. But if you don't have context, you're just thinking, "Oh, like on the Bible, oh, Jesus is on fire, like saving all these people." Like you might think, "Oh, he's literally on fire," but no, it's just an expression of like,
Yeah.
oh, he's like on a roll of like, and we'll never know how to decipher those things because so many things are lost.
Yeah,
Like history and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. That's a study of hermeneutics, and there's been like decades and decades of that. Just the same way that people study history, just the same way that people study all these other things. Like it's been,
Here we
developed.
go again.
Look, No, but that's the opposite of what he was saying. And I remember exactly what you're talking about. He was talking about, before we even go into the scripture, Bereshit. What does Bereshit mean? Well, we know the Beret and we know the sheet. It means this, it means that. It's a preposition, all this stuff. He was trying to say that not that stuff gets lost in translation, but that the reader should understand like common hermeneutic principles when studying scripture. It has nothing to do with the things get lost in translation, because we have the original manuscripts that it's based off of. It's not like it's been translated once and then it's translated again and this goes on for decades or centuries, whatever.
Yeah.
It's where we have the original manuscripts of the original ancient Hebrew text. It's just a matter of the same thing that something in Spanish, does it mean exactly the same thing as something in English?
Yeah,
You
it's
just
literal.
You just apply it to what did they mean? And we do our best to word it in English, what they meant in Spanish.
Like context.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well,
So it's not as sexy as Eddie's.
exactly. It's, and that's really what it comes down to. A lot of this stuff is very it's nitty gritty. It's not as sexy, but it's interesting. I find it extremely interesting. And it really
It
is.
was interesting. I totally found that interesting.
Yeah.
But you're homophobic.
Hey, watch the video that he had on speech act theory. It was really cool. Yeah, I put it up there. But okay, thanks a lot for calling in, Sam. I'm glad you were stopped by while
I'm
you're
probably not
going
going to read it, but it was cool to watch that one video.
I said read it. I said it's a video.
I was
It's
sorry, watch,
less
dude.
than 10 minutes.
I'm drunk, but yeah, man, it was a nice chat. I'll see you fellas. Drive home safe.
Hey, Sam, what's the latest
Sam.
thing? What's the latest movie or show you've been into?
Fuck.
He's drunk, Edward. Damn it.
I am. I'm thinking too hard. You know what? I've been watching.
Oh, Michael
The
made the joke I was
Mandalorian,
going to
new
make about
season,
Lost in
and-
Translation.
I don't think, honestly, I think I'm realizing I'm not a Star Wars fan as much as I thought I was.
Wow, this is
Well, The Mandalorian did come out recently, so there's that.
But yeah, sorry, Eddie, that wasn't probably the best follow up, but I'm not in the best state right now.
No, I feel you to where I haven't seen season 3, but I feel you to where I mean, maybe it's just it can happen with a lot of mostly anything, any form of media or content where you just get tired. No, not tired of it, but there's a little bit of a drag to it because it's we're kind of still there.
Yeah.
I think
Well, not just that.
after 2
I
great
guess-
seasons of The Mandalorian, and then the third one is starting to feel like there's not much crazier.
Where else are you gonna go?
No, and not only that, but I guess I'm kind of over the campiness, or I don't really like the campiness of Star Wars anymore. Where I'm just nah, I know I'm supposed to believe it, and I'm supposed to go in with it with a fresh perspective, and I'm nah, fuck this. I can't. The way there's no seriousness to any of the consequences that are going on. They're gonna be fine, and even with Marvel, I was telling Monica that I can't really get into Marvel that much because there's no consequences. It's not like Attack on Titan or these other, I guess, shows that I watch where people die, even the people you thought were gonna live are
It's because they already finished the final phase of Marvel. The next phases are all they're just, I don't know. The important
But literally,
phases are
they
done.
killed
Also,
half the universe,
Also,
and they were
stuff
nah, fuck that. We brought them all back.
stuff like Attack on Titan and the stuff like Game of Thrones, who are take the courage to take main characters and just kill them or
Yeah,
get
I
them
like
out
that.
quickly. Yeah, that's super dope. But also remember, that is specifically for
For adults.
for
yeah.
adults. And your Marvel movies, your DC movies, anything that's superhero property, for the most part, they still have to sell a movie to kids as well, because that's as many
Yeah.
that's
And-
as
and I
many
get
heads
that,
are in the theater
but-
are kids as they are.
But I still don't like it.
Yeah.
You just wanted to-
Disney doesn't
I don't know,
give a
I guess
fuck.
I'll share this story because
So
I can't.
Michael says,
I totally,
"It's
I
too
remembered
much
about it. I remembered it today.
LOL.
But I was telling Monica about
Disney doesn't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
it. Kind of off topic,
bags.
but
Many.
this is probably the cringiest moment in my life. and I was telling Monica. and
Wow,
she
the
just hit me
cringiest
and
moment of
forgot
his
about
life.
Oh shit! Now I want to listen.
So when I was younger, I would I was like one of the last ones in my group of friends to get like a cell phone. So before I had a cell phone, I would like save my friends' numbers by memory. Like I knew all my friends' numbers by memory, like in case I had to call them. And I remember I had this crush on this girl named Jewel,
What was your last name?
and I was gonna do. I professed my love to her. I sent her a text.
Julio
This is
Jules.
freshman year. This is on a Thursday night. I sent her a text, like telling her, like, you know, that I liked her and stuff, and just pouring my heart out. And she replied, right? And I read it, and she was like into me. She was like, "Oh yeah, I like you too, whatever." And and then I read the fucking number, dude, and I sent it to the wrong person.
Oh,
You
I
sent-
sent it to this other girl in my class who had
who you
like
weren't into?
the sex appeal of like an orange.
Shit.
So how does this
It
deal
was
with Star
bad.
Wars?
And so I sent
What
her
was
that,
her
and
name? Let's
I
look
was
her
so
up.
embarrassed, dude. I could not message her back. I couldn't tell her like, hey, like, I should have been like, hey, I'm sorry, this is embarrassing, but I made a mistake. I meant to send it to someone else. No, I literally just ignored her. I was like, I gave my mom her phone back. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to deal with this. All Friday, the next day,
Use them.
I ignored her.
Sam just breaks the phone like right.
I was about to say that.
Dude, I fucked up.
He was on the bridge on the island. He threw it out to the ocean.
Throws it like.
She texted back his mom.
That woman just got over that trauma like 2 years ago.
Dude, I know.
And Sam's just like,
So,
She's like,
well, hold on, it gets
I
worse.
barely feel comfortable to get into a relationship
Yeah.
now.
It gets
So then
worse.
Friday comes along, right? And like I managed to pretty much evade her all day. Like I don't fucking talk to her. I don't see her. I'm trying to avoid her. And then I go to the football game with my boys,
I can't believe this.
and
football game
she
with the
comes
boys.
up. She comes up to me, and like I could tell she's like all lovey-dovey, and I'm like, fuck, I can't tell her, dude. And she offers me. She's like, oh, okay, Sam, can I buy you some chips and there's soda at the
She's so
concession
nice.
stand? And dude, all I could think of was like, I need to say yes. So she goes and buys the shit, and I leave.
Oh,
So I told my friends, I was like, hey, my husband to come back. Just tell her that I don't like her. And like, I made a mistake.
Damn.
I told my friends to tell her. So I leave. And then the next, like Monday morning, I talked to my friends and I was like, what happened? And they're like, bro, I came back and Justin, one of my friends, he was like the class clown. He was kind of a bully. She came back with chips and soda in her hand. She's like, where's Sam? And they
Sam.
point at me.
Dude,
And
chips and
I
soda.
have
dude.
skated
I'm
to the
fucking
football
hating
game.
this story.
So she sees me skating away,
Skating.
like hauling ass, and my friend tells her, Sam doesn't like your ugly ass. And he's right, he points at me.
I knew,
And it
I
took
knew
me
this was going to get
skating
mean.
away.
With chips
as
and
fast as
soda,
I
dude,
could.
for you.
For you.
Oh no!
Dude, it was, oh my God. it
If
was
he
the
could go
cringiest.
back, right,
You,
Sam? Like,
you reach out to that
you
woman.
know.
Reach out to
Yeah,
her.
man.
Sam.
No, dude.
And tell her that the
You know what?
Mandalorian is good.
leave Monica.
Recommend
And-
season 3 of The Mandalorian to her.
You need to
Find
leave
this girl.
Leave
we
Monica.
gotta find this girl.
You need to leave Monica and go after this girl.
You know what's crazy? I had totally forgotten about it. Last year, I was just driving home, and it just hit me. I was like, oh shit, I did that. So,
It's all good.
so I
Dude,
told
so-
Monica, if I ever see her again, I'm going to apologize to her.
Dude, she still has
Did I
the
apologize to
chips
her?
and
Should I not bring it up?
she still has the
Apologize
chips.
to her right
She
now on
still
the
has the
podcast.
chips
Yeah.
and soda, bro, from that day. She was like, I've been waiting fucking 15 years. I don't know. how
The
old you are.
chips are stale.
them now.
The soda's moldy.
The chips are stale and the soda's flat.
No, she's been updating the chips and soda every year. Like
Oh,
before
yeah.
it gets
She
cold,
keeps it
like,
fresh.
it's the same chips and
Yeah,
soda.
she keeps it fresh.
She's
Yeah.
always had fresh chips and fresh soda.
Yeah.
Same like Shasta Cola.
Yeah, and I keep
Well,
it
that
the
was,
same. Yeah,
that was my
She's having
cringe,
to go
my
like
cringe
off some-
story. So I got to leave, but y'all should totally talk about your cringy stories.
Oh
Sam,
no!
that sucks.
Do it.
No, you're the only one.
Don't be scared.
Sam, you just named names and like you really got into it to her. Like,
Carmen needs a
No,
soda
well,
every
I
year.
named the name of the girl that I meant to. I never mentioned the name of the girl that it happened to. So.
yeah, you did.
He did.
Safe.
You absolutely did
did.
say
He
the
did.
girl, name of the girl that it happened
No,
to.
I don't think you did.
He did.
He
No, I
did.
didn't. I named the name of the girl that
It was
that
like
I meant to.
what
Which
was it?
to her, it's a compliment, I
Blue.
guess.
What?
Blue.
No, it was like
a Vettel or something.
it was like a very Hispanic name.
Or
like,
America.
Fuck.
Yeah, you said something like Amera or something like
yeah, it
that.
was Amera. Yeah, it was some-
Oh, no.
You did it
Well,
like in passing.
I mean,
It happened really fast.
What can I say?
Look at He's living his truth, man. He's
What
living
can you
his
say
truth.
that you haven't said already, motherfucker?
He's living his
Like, you know
truth,
what,
man.
dude?
You shouldn't have called.
No one's gonna.
Dogster.
She's not gonna listen to this. She's not gonna listen.
Yeah, exactly.
You dogster. What the hell, dude? What
I'm
the
joking, Mickey. Goddamn, stop being so homophobic.
Oh,
Goddamn.
Oh, Mickey's on the
You fucking homophobe, dude. Kiss JV to prove him
All right,
wrong.
guys.
Yeah, man. Kiss JB right
Hey, Mickey,
now.
are you gonna host the fights tomorrow?
Oh, dude, hey, if anything, I think we're gonna watch it at Hooters. You guys down to go to Hooters to watch it?
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
what the
I'm
heck?
down.
Why not here?
Because the last time I hosted the fights, dude,
Hooters
He
had a
fucked
broken
up.
fucking TV last
He
time I
fucked
was
up.
there. They had a broken TV.
He fucked up.
Someone
last
broke your TV?
No, Hooters.
Oh.
They had a broken TV.
Oh yeah, Hooters
They
has
probably fixed it.
they have broken TVs.
Probably not.
last time I hosted the fight, dude, I don't know, the stream messed up, and so like we missed 2.5 minutes of the last round, which was the most like eventful round.
Dude, I would have been so
I
pissed.
just
I remember that.
because the stakes are so high
Yeah.
with this fight, I don't want to.
Miss it at
I
all?
don't want to miss anything.
Okay.
So that's why I want to make it a point to go to.
Go to Buffalo's.
No, I don't want.
Well,
It's
just let me know what y'all do.
It's hard to get a seat everywhere. Hooters. I mean, I'm sorry, Buffalo's. Like Frankie Flav, all the different places. It's difficult to get a seat, but Hooters, it's been pretty easy. Like,
Have you confirmed that they're having the fights?
yeah, I called him today.
Oh, cool.
Whoa.
The Hooters it is.
Noise.
I take this seriously, dude.
Made permission to go to Hooters.
Let's go to Hooters.
and message me.
Get some wings, some onion rings.
Oh
All
yeah.
right, well,
Hooters.
I'm down for Hooters, boys.
All
I'll
right,
see y'all
cool,
tomorrow.
cool. Yeah, because the
See you,
outside.
Sam.
Later.
Bazoingas.
Sam, I miss you.
Peace.
Yeah, because the outside section, like nobody wants to sit there, and it's
You mean
always
the
like
section?
the outside section. To where they-
No Hooters girl wants to serve outside in the hot.
All right, let's do okay, scene. Mickey has just entered the section and he's demanding sex. Action. Hey Mickey.
Oh, you're gonna do this.
Oh yeah, I'm one of the females. Hey Mickey, my name is Jada. You want to come over here to the section?
Is that the sex section?
Oh, you're so sexy. Your accent's sexy.
Do you
Let's
guys?
go on, boy. We don't got all night. Let's go. You got to make a choice.
Do you guys have the fight here?
I mean, the only thing I'm fighting is the urge to rip off those pants in the section.
Are you gonna have the UFC fight here?
Well, to be clear, we do have the fight. But I'm also trying to have sex with you. Scene! Woo!
Stop asking about the fight.
That was good. That
That was good. Yeah, sticking to the main. Yeah,
I feel like I conveyed that lady's like a little bit of her vulnerableness by like how hesitant she was to answer your question.
Well, she was all business to me.
Yeah.
Like,
She's that girl that's paying attention during like the team huddle at the beginning of the work shift, where the floor lead or whatever. She's like, hey, this is what we got to accomplish today.
work hard.
Yeah.
That was good.
No, you did a great job, dude.
Yeah,
Very in depth acting.
yeah.
All right,
That's what I do.
I got like 20 minutes.
you're great at it. All right. Last
20
segment.
more minutes of what? Just texting on your phone and just fucking being nothing on the show.
Like
Yeah,
I haven't been here for 2 fucking hours doing my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker probably showed
Dude, I
up
gotta
at
wake up like
10:30.
at 5 or 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh shit.
Motherfucker got the weekend off.
Wait, let's stop insulting everybody. We're supposed to be a family, damn it.
Fuck that.
No, I don't know why that scared me. It did.
We are a family.
Here goes American Idol.
All right, check this out. All right, so
This is what we're gonna get
this
banned.
is look. This is the scene. Political stuff aside, okay. This is strictly. This strictly goes to. Oh wait, I'm not on camera. All right, political stuff aside.
Political
This
miracle.
is strictly just towards our ancestral tenant number 8, I believe, which is all celebrities are creeps. Okay, is this a genuine reaction or is this totally something like, dude, like superficial,
Creepy.
like just weirdo stuff, dude? Like to where it's just Katy Perry's acting like a weirdo. All right, this is a scene from.
Dude, if Katy Perry's acting like a weirdo, like.
This is a scene from the season
Go
of
ahead.
American Idol. This kid was
He's bored.
Oh my gosh, this kid was a part of the some like
Mute that motherfucker.
I knew part of some shooting. I don't know what it was, but apparently he had 8 friends that were killed. All right, and here's the scene.
I'm gonna break again a million times. Is this too far gone? Have you turned?
Great job, buddy. Let's move up.
American Idol #1 is kind of where
Okay, I wanted to hear his whole
people
performance.
that
He did a
I
great
enjoy
job.
make
All right,
it.
long story short.
Number
I don't know
2
about that.
is, as I said
sounds like
before.
a-
I'm
Wait,
from
hold on.
Santa Fe,
This is where he
Texas.
gets to it.
It wasn't really
In
dynamic.
May 2018, a gunman walked into my school. I was in art room 1, and he shot up art room 2 before he made his way to art room 1. Lost a lot of friends. 8 students were killed. 2 teachers were killed. And it's just really been negative, man. Santa Fe's had a bad rap here since 2018.
There goes Katy.
What you doing, Katy?
Our country has failed us.
Oh
Facts.
shit! What is this?
This is not
you doing,
okay.
Katy?
You should be singing here because you love
What
music.
you doing, Katy?
It's true.
Not because you had to go through that.
I agree.
What did she say?
You didn't have
fucking
to
bullshit.
lose 8 friends. I hope that you remind people that we have to change.
Is this the natural edit of it?
Because you know what? I'm scared too.
Mickey's edit.
It's terrible, Katy. It's horrible.
What you doing, Katy?
Is he normal? again?
Bruh, what the?
It's like
Man, I will say, well, hold on. That's frame shot. Homegirl's getting older. White does not age. That's the race that don't age the best.
She was never an actress either. She was never an actress.
Oh my god. Oh, shame on the fucking writers. Shame on the goddamn show and the writers. Right? Can we all 4 of us
Okay.
just agree that like
I would've been
obviously that writing room sat down and was like, let's get this guy in here. Let's have him tell this story. Let's have Lionel Richie's fucking Botox ass, fake ass face do the. Let's have him do the Black Minstrel show. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, you were part of a school shooting? Which one?
And then let's have the white woman really hone it in with the.
And then let's have the white man empower the.
Yeah. Yeah.
You okay, Katy?
And then, that made it
What you
odd.
doing,
That made it
Katy?
odd. Like the scene works better like in realism if like he's also struggling to have that combo with her. Like I know it hurts too. Like, but
He's just there.
He's like,
Put his hand in his pocket.
What's going on, Katy?
What's going on, Katy?
I'm okay now, Katy. I'm here
You
singing.
lost 8 friends.
It's always like he's like, girl, like chill out. Like I lost the friends.
His
Yeah. Straight the fuck up. He's like, he's keeping it together. He's like, what the fuck? So am I going on to the next
Wait,
round?
how old is
He's
Katy
thinking.
Perry?
yeah, his country like I don't know, country demeanor. What's going on,
What's
Katy?
going on, Katy?
What's going on, Katy? What
Oh
you
my
doing?
gosh! And then the immediate first statement is like the dig at the whole country.
Like we
Our country has failed.
Failed us.
No, that fucking. If we want to go with this, whatever story he's saying, no, not the country. That kid or that person was troubled. That was the crux of the problem. Okay, that person should not represent the entire America. Should not represent American youth.
You should be here because you love singing.
We are.
Not because you lost
Youth of
8
the nation.
friends. like this is insane people stuff. Like she's like
I feel like this is where reality TV needs
Yeah,
to be
yes.
to even like stay afloat.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
stay
This is
relevant.
It wasn't even good
This
enough
isn't-
that it was like a show.
No,
it wasn't even good enough about. It's no longer good enough that it's a competition about like let's get the best singer. Because guess what? We've been doing best singer for 15 fucking plus years. No, now we have to do angles, and what's the best
Yes.
angle is to make it political.
This is what I'm gonna say is that this isn't insane people stuff. It's the narrative produced by a whole fucking corporation
Yep.
to get the views. It's like, really, bitch, you're really fucking like, no, bro. This is a whole fucking product, a whole systematic fucking thing that's going on. Like,
Also, I will say, he wasn't that great either. Like the performance wasn't that. It was all right.
that's messed up, man.
Why didn't
in
No,
she?
it
art,
was a
in
replay
art
it.
1 and art 2, we lost
why didn't
six
she, like-
fucking friends.
Why didn't she like kick her chair?
One of them
back?
didn't have really good drawings, but I was like, the
You
other
know,
one, he
like-
can draw buildings pretty good. What you doing, Katy?
Also, it's like they definitely were like, "Hey, get your story straight. Let's script it out." Because like naturally talking, you go through a trauma thing. You're not like doing like the details of like art 1 and art 2.
Yeah.
Like no.
Well, right around 344
Dude, no.
was art 2.
When he said 8 kids, he stuttered. Like he was like, "What was the number?" Was it
can't-
8 or
He
was
looked
it
at the
nine?
producer.
He looked at his hand because he wrote it in ink.
Was it 8 or was it 9?
How many of my friends got killed?
I think it was 8.
It was actually 4, but the
And
producers.
He was
wanted
hesitating because
more.
he looked back up. What you doing, Katy?
It's like that had enough of impact on you, but yet you got to that platform. You got to the level where you're auditioning for American Idol, and you know you did all that. But it's now that you've sung your song. Now it's like, well, I'm here because of this. It's like,
What
Yeah.
if that really did
Here's
happen?
my
though?
story that that barely happened to me.
Here's my story. My
If-
friends
if it
are
really
dead.
happened-
What if that really did happen?
even grosser? Like on
That
behalf of the
barely
fucking.
No,
happened
but
to
they
him.
didn't even tell the kid. Like it was like, okay, like
It's
this
on
kid
behalf of the
came on.
fucking team, the
They
writers.
told Katy
the-
how to react. Like you know what I mean? But they didn't
Without a doubt, it happened. They're not making. It's not a lie. This happened to this kid.
Yeah.
Like, but
Ah.
they're exploiting it. That's what they're doing.
The gross aspect is me thinking that like the producers work to like, hey, can let's, hey, who can we call? Hey, call. Hey, who can we get to come
No,
audition?
it's
And
not
even
even-
more so,
Who can we get to come audition
It's
from
not
that
even that.
scenario?
They
Even
just
more
show
so,
up
that
at their
kid-
doorstep. Like they just show up to auditions or they
no,
show up and
that
then-
kid missed that day. If anything, that happened. He's
Oh,
like,
shit.
but I did attend that school.
Because I just feel like if he genuinely wants to make it as a singer, if he wants to make it as that, like, I don't know. I think like I think even more so there would have been like a backstory. I don't even know. They clipped this scene right when he jumps on. I don't even know if in the episode do they lead up to that, like the next singer, and then it's like do they
Probably.
do that kind
The
of
If
shit?
he's-
next singer
if he's on
lost
there,
his
I don't know.
friends in art
I
too.
mean, what makes the scene kind of like really like raw and abrupt is that like it's cut right when he's singing, so it almost seems
Hold on,
like
hold on.
it almost seems like he got on there, sung, and was like, "All right, now the shooting."
Hold on. Coming up, the next singer lost 8 friends in art 2. That's
In
American Idol.
in R2.
yeah.
Is Ryan Seacrest?
Very
No,
sad.
yeah, like because they're there and they're like, oh my
Coming
god,
up.
y'all need to hear this kid's story. Like it's insane. Like here, like what happened, kid? And
You thought the last one from the adoption with the hunger crisis was good? Check
check
this
this
out.
kid. out.
His friends are dead.
His friends are dead in art 2. They were drawing.
There's 8 of them. There's 4. No, there's 8 of them.
There's 4.
With me, it's the over dramatic, like, our country has failed us.
That
Play it again. Play
that
it
was
again.
the first
That's
reaction.
Play it
intense.
again.
You should be here because you love to sing.
Why could she could have
Play
said
it again.
anything else?
Yeah,
like-
at least Paula back in the day was like drugged up, like, but she was at least
Play the singing too,
she was
though.
at least aware enough to be like, I need to constantly be like.
play the video, Mickey.
Hey, hold on, I'm waiting for him to finish.
Whereas,
Chill out.
whereas,
We all
Kate-
need to be
whereas
on
Katy Perry is playing the role of Paula, which is like that role in that setup is they need like the mother, right? They need like a mother in a sense. They need like a caring, like, oh baby, it's kind of, and that's what kind of Paula was always like. Hey, it's kind of, it's all right. She was like trying to relate to them. Simon
Yeah.
was like the fucking asshole, and then Randy was just like kind of like, yo, like flair, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just here because I'm here.
So
Yeah,
I think like
I'm
with,
black.
with Katy Perry, I think she's filling that role now. But it's I don't know. It's like at least with Paula, she was like, let's say Paula was in that seat, she would at least been like,
No.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, and then maybe make
It's
whatever
still-
statement.
It's still some type of narrative from
But
producers.
Katy clearly, like with her first statement, is like, "What is wrong with this country?" It's like, okay, you
Play it
clearly
again.
don't even
Dude,
give any
play
fucks
it
about
again.
The
you
guys
do
that
not give a
wrote-
fuck about this
the
kid
guys-
in front of you.
The guys that wrote that are watching this and being like, she did such a terrible fucking.
Play it again.
Oh yeah,
All right, here we go.
Katy, you
Before, I'm
butchered
from
it.
Santa Fe, Texas. In May 2018,
He didn't. That's not the singing
a
part.
gunman walked into my school.
Oh, do the singing again.
You want to hear the singing or what?
yeah, let's judge the singing.
I was in art room again a million times. Is this too far gone? Have you turned to stone?
All right.
Yeah.
And she immediately stands up.
Why are you doing
Okay,
that?
that's where I know it's fake. Her and fucking Lionel Richie stood up. That's not.
He's the only real
that's not
motherfucker. He's
standing
like-
up and clap worthy.
He's the only real motherfucker. He's like, all right,
Look-
what the fuck?
Even if you guys want to sit there and be like, that wasn't that bad. Was it stand up and clap worthy?
Look, that's why. Like, let's make it clear.
Sounds like a
all-
young
every
Chris Stapleton.
Every single person who makes it through, they it's like they're briefed before. Hey, this person or this and that, blah blah blah. They're this.
What's
and
their
that. So
story?
so make sure ask them what's their story.
So Katy and them already knew this story, which
They
is
all
why
probably
which
did.
is why they stand up and clap.
The producers absolutely tell them that they knew it beforehand.
Okay.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, so in the moment he's singing and she's probably like starting to boil the emotion. Oh, get ready for the cry.
So
Here
fucking
comes my
this
scene.
guy's Perry, right? What's his name? Perry.
I don't know who this guy is.
Luke Perry.
Luke Perry. He's like
Wait,
I've
Luke
heard.
Perry?
Isn't Luke Perry like an actor?
Dude, this dude looks fucking 42,
He's like,
but his skin
no, I
looks
think
like
it's right.
he's
I think it's
28.
Luke Perry. He's like, I've heard worse shit. That's why he did his stand up.
I was just guessing.
He's like, I've heard worse shit. That's why he did his
That
stand
dude's
up.
done so much Botox. Look
Anyway,
how smooth
play-
his skin is. And
Dude,
like,
Luke Perry's an actor. Luke Perry's from 902. Or, yeah, 90210.
Who's this guy?
This is like Blake Shelton.
No.
No, it's from The Voice.
that's
Let me
not
look it
Blake
up.
Shelton.
No,
American.
Luke Combs. Or no?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that Luke?
more-
Oh,
maybe,
see the Luke
maybe,
Perry.
Something like that.
The Luke Perry. could-
maybe.
That's why I was like, Luke Perry. That sounds from. Oh, okay. Well, hold
Is
on.
that the guy from Rascal Flats?
Maybe. Nah, he doesn't look like that.
Oh, Luke Bryan.
Oh, it wasn't Luke though.
Yeah, it was a Luke.
Yeah,
you guys
fuck off.
All right, I'm gonna continue playing the video. All right, chill out. All right.
Man, so American Idol #1 is kind of where people that I enjoy make it. #2 is, as I said before, I'm from Santa Fe, Texas. In May 2018, a gunman walked into my school. I was in art room 1. And he shot up art
Lionel
room
Richie
2
looks so fake.
before he made his way
Just his
to art
skin.
room 1.
All of them.
Why'd she
Lost a
start
lot of
crying?
friends. Eight students were killed. 2 teachers were killed. And it's just really been negative, man. Santa Fe's had a bad rap here since 2018.
She went all in.
She should have thrown her chair and shit.
What you doing, Katy?
What
What you doing,
Country
Katie?
has failed us.
Oh fuck! Oh my gosh!
This
Not-
is not
not
okay.
baby, are you
You
okay?
should be singing here because you love music,
Or you get paid to do it.
not because you had to go through that.
I agree.
I almost feel bad for her.
You didn't have to lose 8 friends.
Oh, 8 friends.
8 friends shaking and shit.
I hope that you remind people
Like,
that we
you're not
have
wrong,
to
Katie.
change. Because you know what? I'm scared too.
It's terrible.
She's scared.
Wait, keep going, keep going.
Living in her
Wait,
mansion.
hold on. Oh.
Oh, they're
That was
consoling
weird.
her.
That was weird.
We have tolerated this for so long. Too long.
Fuck you, Lionel Richie.
True. I agree.
And I hope you can just lead. You do
For
me that
myself,
favor?
for my school, for you. You got it. Yes, ma'am.
Can we pause real quick? Can we pause real quick?
The cutaway to the fucking.
Can we pause real quick?
Walking up in the sun.
I was a little flimsy on your ancestral tenants.
Exactly.
I did want to get involved in last time when you were heavy on like the creep. Celebrities are creeps.
Celebrities are fucking
creeps.
creeps.
That does not help. That does not help the counter argument where I'm like, not all celebrities are creeps.
This is a perfect example.
Oh my gosh. They're consoling Katy Perry.
Yep.
Not the guy, not the kid. Hey, fucking sucks what you went through. Katy, are you okay?
The kid was actually fine. He was like, really, it's okay.
She's like, what are you doing, Katy?
Like literally,
Katy?
other than Luke Bryan, who was he was trying to sell it.
Yeah.
But like Lionel and Katy are like selling it.
That's why I think
it's like it's no longer about the kid. It's no longer about the shooting. It's about how do these two celebrities?
How can they one up?
How do these two celebrities feel about this shit?
Fuck the kids. Fuck Katy Perry. I'm out this bitch.
Fuck the kids.
Take it easy, Alex.
All right, that's Alex.
One, dude. Shit.
Give it up for Alex, ladies and gentlemen. Alex on the podcast. Hell yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, good job. Yeah.
Hey.
Freaking. But yeah, they're one up. They're like, it's like a one. They're one up in each other.
They're on that dais, and they're like Lionel's looking at Katy like, how can I keep up with this? You know, it's like they're like trying to like.
I felt the opposite. I felt like Lionel was the first one who gave up that. And that's when Katy was okay. I gotta overdo this, and that's when she went down.
Yeah.
Then he's like, we tolerated this for too long.
Exactly.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're tolerating this.
Yeah. Yeah. We like this for a long time.
Like we're okay with all of this shit that's going on.
No, Lionel, we never were okay with it. You son of a bitch. You just
had no idea.
Just continuously perpetrating like this, like that there is something that we should be like rallying against. So like, I don't know. That's a whole nother conversation, but it's like, what greater way to keep us riled up by creating this idea that's like, there's something we should always be constantly fighting against.
Yeah.
I've always said this from the get-go. People out there, get your house in order. Get your shit, get yourself, get your house in order. And then we will work together as neighbors, as brothers, and we can work from there and we can help each other. But it starts at home. Get your shit together. Because then you get those weird motherfuckers out there. And then guess what? Those are the motherfuckers that a lot of you motherfuckers look up to. A lot of youth, and too, like that's where it gets dangerous. It's not even just the fact that it's able to warp adult consciousness and get some of you, but it's like if it can permeate and get through to the youth, then they're gonna grow up that way, and they're not gonna know much better, and then it's just gonna be that viewpoint.
They're not gonna know how to think for themselves.
So yes, maybe, perhaps all celebrities are creeps.
Exactly. Ancestral tenant number 8.
But
Did
some
I say
of them,
8 last time?
But I do feel like some of them do use their celebrity status for great.
Like who?
Yeah.
And ultimately, I think there was a point you didn't make where as your last time you were going off on that, and you were saying ultimately their end goal is I'm making art because ultimately it comes back to me. And I don't know if you made the point. Correct me if I'm wrong. But in that point, are we not participating in that circus show right now?
Yeah, I answered that.
We want you to listen to this podcast, tune in, all this stuff, hear our opinions. How are we any different from those people?
Yeah, I answered that question.
We're not rich.
Who is here? It was Andrew when we had that conversation. I said like, yeah, if I did get to that level, I would be 100% like sociopath, psycho.
Yeah,
You'd have to be.
Yeah.
I think
You're speaking to the mic. What are you doing?
You would have to
move the microphone towards your
You
mouth.
would have to become that in order to become famous.
I think maybe
kind of. I don't know. Not really.
You have to.
I think the best thing for like our well-being, our souls, and our family, as far as like the people we have an outreach to, I think the greatest thing wasn't that any of us or that a person can become that famous on that level, because then it is going to start to warp a lot of those relationships, and you
100%.
do got to find a balance between like how much how much impact do I have? How much, and then what do I got to do to keep that level of impact?
Yeah.
And so where it may have started, the intention may have started innocent, it won't, because eventually it is going to get muddied with politics, with money, and all that stuff. And you might have like 90% best interest, but it is going to be at the expense of a 10% or a small majority percent. Whereas early in your life, early before all that stuff, your train of thought was literally 100% to benefit the people and everything like that.
Here on the Mickey G channel, where we take mathematics into consideration.
90%, 10%.
100%.
That makes 100%.
A lot of percentages involved, yeah. And that's important. We can't leave any percentages behind. We need to consider the whole pie.
The entire thing.
Yeah.
That was weird, man. That was a weird clip.
That was.
I don't know, man. You know what? That was like, yeah, and I've seen different clips. I think like, like shows are just kind of weird. Like, or at least like those competition shows. Like, yeah. Like I said, I just made the point earlier. Like, how many seasons can we just keep voting for the best singer?
No, dude. Like,
we kind of want more, right? And then that's what they're feeding. And when I say we, I mean like a general, masses.
Any chef show, any competition show, like there's always like, oh, I'm dealing with this, or someone has cancer.
They need some type of angle
or something, and it's like when you like when you're really watching all this, it's like, like this shit kind of happens to everybody. Like even normal ass people but the only difference is that they're on this show using that.
Even more so, and let's even say, who's to say in the history of all that stuff, how many of those stories were actually even true?
True, right.
Yeah. And how much do the writers know, these writers that are well-versed, went to school, were brought up, studied under other writers. How many of these people early in their careers to get another foot into the door, maybe to get into the foot of screenplays, had to do reality TV. So when you're looking at a reality TV show, the show ends and it starts running the credits, script supervisors, writers. So not only is there just a group of writers, but then there's another level that the person's reviewing the scripts, approving it.
Yeah.
So there is a complete level of like fabrication in the sense of like, this isn't as real as you really think it is.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, at that point, then they're just able to go ahead and just kind of like, okay, let's write in hot shit. You know what I'm saying? Or
well, me knowing that, I watch shit like this, and I'm like, do I believe it? Like maybe I believe some of it, maybe I don't believe all of it.
It's like reality shows to where at one point they were reality shows, but they became so big to where they were like, oh, well, we need to start like manufacturing stuff or else we can't keep up. Reality isn't this interesting.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like reality show, like what?
Like for example, let me give you an example. Like I think the Kardashians, what was it? Keeping Up with the Kardashians? I think that was like scripted from the beginning. Let me give you an example. There was an episode to where they hired a nanny. And the nanny was horrible. She was smoking. She was doing
Brie Olsen?
It was Brie Olsen. It was a porn star.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, it was a straight up actress. They hired somebody to pretend that they were there. It was totally scripted.
I wouldn't say you bring up the Kardashians. I will use that as an example of like where reality TV had started and where it knew it was going to where it's like, take those first couple seasons of the Kardashians where it's just such a goofy feel of like, what are these girls up to? Let's tune in. Maybe it was scripted for a lot of it, but there was still like that feel to it. Flash forward, take the last fast forward and flash forward to maybe the past 4 or 5 seasons of where it became, what was it, Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Then it became The Kardashians, right? Now at this point, there's not a single episode that's going by nowadays that doesn't have an angle that's very similar to like the Bad Girls Club, that type of that super sensational type of stuff. That wasn't the crazy cat fighting, crazy all that shit was not happening in those first like season or two of. But they adopted that. They realized like that's okay. We can't just keep showing these. They're not living the fucking. They're not living the craziest life. They're just hustling. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, now we got to start creating these like opportunities and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, and you can see the clear progression even in that show alone, that Kardashian show. And I know that because Stacey's a fan, so I tune in here and there. But it's like clearly, like as it went along, it got just more and more sensational from just like this little kind of family. And I mean, and that goes for like, I'm sure that'll apply to like most reality TV shows.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like at one point, like reality shows were reality shows, but then like they just got caught up to where like it's totally 100% scripted. Like all this stuff, like they tell them exactly what to say. They tell them, okay, this is the premise, all this stuff, and that's the way it is now. And so that's why people are so drawn to like YouTube, social media, stuff like that, because like either it's scripted. Or it's actually like real stuff. It's people, just filming content. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, either way, that was part of our ancestral tenant tour. All these celebrities are a bunch of creeps.
Yeah, that was very creepy.
Very creepy. All right. Well, I think it's already going to be 1.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
This is our latest stream, probably. I don't know.
That flew by. How long is this episode?
A long time.
It's like a 4-hour.
2 hours at the
Dude, no. We started off late.
You started at 9:15.
Dude, yeah, it's already going to be like
4 hours.
Well, it's like 3.5 hours.
Who's been watching for 4 hours?
Because we started at 9:15. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Anybody? Any closing statements? Anybody? Do you have any closing statements, Edward?
I said it earlier. Ant-Man 3 was fun.
Is that what you want to?
Yeah, you guys, it's fun.
I need to go watch it.
I get the fatigue. I get superhero fatigue. I get like geek culture fatigue. And you know what? Honestly, I think we're probably at a point where it's very much aware that a lot of the mass is growing this fatigue for that culture. So
thank you, Michael.
So you know what? It's cool because like any section of time of art, once the fatigue sets in, it's going to spawn something that'll counter it, and we'll get into our next phase. So if you have superhero fatigue, that's fine. People who still on board are still enjoying the content that's coming out for the most part. Like to me, a lot of like the bad reviews and a lot of the people that shitted on or that have been shitting on the most recent set of like anything, whether it be Star Wars, Marvel, just anything in the geekdom, at least geekdom that ties into like RU2 or even past that, just like franchises like that.
Yeah.
There's so much content, and if you're burned out, completely understandable because they're really, a lot of times it does seem like they're grasping, but then just move on, just you right now, just move on to the next thing. Just go on to the next thing.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. You don't have to think every Marvel movie is going to be Oscar worthy or that it's going to be Infinity War or it's going to be the next big thing. A lot of not compliments, but a lot of critiques on like, oh, this, that, like it didn't tie in or tied in too much. It's, okay, like if you're done with it, just be done with it. Then move on to the next thing. And I can assure you that next thing is coming along for sure. And then we can totally be involved in that.
Wait, how can you assure that?
Because it always does. Trends come and go. That's just how it is.
Fair enough.
But if I'm also one last thing, also go watch Zeitgeist. No,
I need to watch it. Yeah.
No, hey, no, actually, I think that's about it. I'm gonna put my hand in this mousetrap. End episode.
All right.
I was gonna talk about another movie that I had seen recently, but it's like, then we're just gonna keep on going. One last recommendation: if you've never seen it before, Birdman, with Michael Keaton.
That's a random recommendation.
I just saw it again. I've seen it before,
Yeah.
and I just saw it again. This past week, it was just in like my rotation of list of movies that are on HBO that I save. Man, just a reassurance of how fucking amazing that movie is. What it set out to do. It's like its grand ambitions of like what it presents to you as a movie, and then everybody just brings just powerhouse performance to it. Can't compliment it enough. I could spend minutes going off about on a review, but I know we're at the end of this, so that just my last little tidbit. Wrap up with that. Go watch Birdman. It's on HBO Max right now. If I could get the director's name pronounced right, I would say it, but I'm not gonna attempt it because it's not something I can get. But amazing stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch Birdman. That's what it comes. All right, you're gonna do. All right, you go ahead.
No. Just.
I thought you were gonna do it on the. Well, you have to, or else it's not gonna make any sense.
Okay. Oh!
Oh, damn!
Fuck!
That looked like it hurt.
That one hurt the most.
Wow.
Let's go get some ice.
All right. Thank you all for watching the stream. I'll try my best to cut this up. Probably not gonna go that well, but see y'all later. Bye.